Hey everyone, today I feel like playing Dead Rising 1 and I'm gonna I'm gonna try to do an unscripted Saint run on a new file. So I'm not gonna be using my level 50 file as seen here, I'm gonna actually switch it to a new save slot. So I'll basically be starting from number 1. In a lot of ways this is both a guide, a follow along guide, and it's gonna be a challenge video. I know you can definitely get Saint on a fresh file like this, and I know it's going to be incredibly hard for all the wrong reasons, but I've never actually done it myself. And I was recently watching a video from one of my favorite streamers, Bakba Soup, shoutouts, and it inspired me to give it a try. So let's see how horribly unbalanced this is going to be. I'm definitely going to skip all the cutscenes though, since, I've played this game thousands of times. One of the main things I'm worried about this particular run is that when you start so low, you're not going to be doing as much damage. I'm really not worried about the health or the running speed, since, even at level 3 running speed, you're going to be using the skateboard. It's just I'm really worried about not doing the damage, so certain enemies are going to be eating a lot of damage. I think one of the best things about early game is you have to rely on your camera a lot more to get that free XP, instead of trying to do bosses or delivering survivors. Come on, game, come on. At this point, I haven't played Dead Rising in about, I want to say 7 months, 6 or 7 months. So I still remember some stuff, but not everything. So it's going to be a bit of a remember everything by trial and error. Oh man, Frankie, you got to run faster. Oh. There we go. I will be editing the video at certain segments, but I'm going to make it very clear when it is that I'm going to edit it. For example, at the end of day 1, I am going to say, yeah, I'm going to cut out the free time that you get at the end of day 1. That way I don't have to add that dead footage onto this.
Anybody around?
Unless it's like there's something that really has to be shown. Like, for example, like, oh, come here to level up or whatever. Come on, come on.
Follow me! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Mister!
Go!
There you go, Jeff. Actually, I think he's too far.
Follow me! Over there!
Alright, let's get this picture for that XP.
Fantastic!
Alright, perfect.
Follow me! Follow me! Follow me!
Definitely need to take a picture of this for day 3. And might as well get all the XP for it.
Fantastic!
There's the level up. Alright, so I'm going to save that picture. Keep. Alright.
Yeah!
One of the other things I'm really worried about this run, too, is that I don't remember some of the boss fights without the Mega Buster. So I know it's doable. Definitely beating this game without the Mega Buster, like fully taking everybody out. I just haven't done it in so many years that I'm probably gonna struggle a bit, but it's part of the challenge, I guess.
What's happened? All right.
So one of the best melee weapons to get is the Mannequin Torso. It's very strong, and especially in the early game. Get this call out of the way. Come on, come on. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so 2 of those.
Zombies, huh? Had a feeling you'd show up. God,
Oh, sorry about that.
Look, don't.
Okay, let's get rid of this garbage. Pistol is by far the worst firearm. No point in using it. Now I'm gonna go get 2 skateboards for the movement speed. Normally I would recommend the books as well, but this early on it's just not gonna work. Having the books means sacrificing melee, and I don't have the unarmed yet to be able to use it, to be able to play the game unarmed efficiently. Let me get these. There we go. Alright, so the next step is to get the maintenance key, because we're gonna need access to that shortcut, and we're gonna pick up the one of the Uzis there as well against Carlito. All right. I always worry with the jank of the car that if I'm not incredibly careful, I'm gonna hit something, bounce off the wall, and just end up damaging the car a lot more than necessary. Alright, this close is behind me. Alright, I'm gonna sacrifice this skateboard. Alright. It's fine. Alright, let's get out of here. Now, at this point, I would go straight to Carlito, but if you don't remember the area, like how to get there, I would just look at the map. It's just to the left. Go straight to the left as soon as you get the key. And it'll force you into a fight. The good thing about the Carlito fight is that there's another Uzi up there, plus all the healing items there, so it's not too difficult. Alright, let's get this started. Oh, no. Damn it. And there it goes. I think he's too far now. Yep, he is. I love how I'm too far for my gun to reach, but not far enough for his to reach. I think he's gonna hit me from there. Oh yeah, in case you are low level and you're doing this at a lower level and you don't have knee drop, you can jump off a high edge by using the skateboard, as long as there's like no barrier in the way. There it is. It's too far. Or he's behind cover. Should I either? Yes, I should. Okay. This is the first time in a really long time that I've heard this song all the way. Like, usually Carlito would be completely gone by now. Okay, where is he? Perfect. This is one of the things I've always hated about all the Dead Risings. The gunplay is never properly implemented, so you always get stun locked in every single one. I go into the most dangerous thing in the game, so having to fight anybody with a gun is just the worst. No slots left. Okay. See, at this stage, you can choose between getting another Uzi and dropping a melee, which is a bit dangerous, to be honest. But if you have the space for it, go for it, I guess. I don't think I have the... No, I don't. Oh. Okay. I'm not worried at all about that mission. What I would do now is definitely save. Come on. Where's Brad? There he is, over there. Alrighty, Bradster. Let's go. That's fine. I always dislike this. The AI sometimes just gets in their executioner mode and they just do not leave the area until they're completely sure everybody around them is just gone. And you're missing. Okay. I'm gonna heal here real fast. If you wanted to pick up the third Uzi here, the one in the fountain over there, You definitely could if you have the space. I wouldn't recommend it though, simply because you're gonna be dropping a lot of rounds in between here. Come on, let's go. Okay. So for this section here, you can definitely pick up the survivor. I forget his name. I think it was like Bert, whatever his name. We'll figure it out right now. You can definitely pick him up right here and just bring him with you on your return trip to Paradise. That way you don't have to like come back to the entrance plaza until the next day. You can either give him the Uzi or you can give him a melee weapon. Really up to you. Definitely recommend you tap the Uzi instead of fully autoing it. Just so you don't accidentally overuse the ammo. Alright, let's go.
I'll get you back.
Bill. It's Bill. Come on, Bill, come on. You can also slowly work your way back as the survivors in the Alfresca Plaza start becoming available. It's up to you, really.
All right.
Problem here is, oh, wow, that worked. One important note is that little running animation where you're kind of like pushing him out of the way. I'll do it in a second. So as soon as he's done talking.
Gotcha.
So
I'll get
this,
you back.
that, make sure not to do it too much because it will cause him to defect if you do it too much. For the melee weapons, definitely get swords. Like the swords in the hands of the AI, it's just, man, it's you're playing a different game at that point. So, not so much for Frank. It's just the AIs that the katanas are better for. If you can afford to carry them. So I'm gonna take 2 katanas here. 1 Uzi. The Uzi that's up here, the one on the palm tree, I don't recommend you pick it up unless you already have a much higher level or max level, because that drop there, well, technically the jump, it's kind of hard to do without the, forgot the name of the kick. It's the one where you kind of do like a flip forward. You should do that kick to get on this little railing here, and then just jump off to the tree itself. That's why I just kind of avoid that Uzi unless I have that particular kick. And even then, if you mess it up, you go straight to the ground, you just lose time. Which isn't that big of a deal early on. Now, in this section here, you could go underground. I've done it before. At a higher level, though. And that's because you can use the extra space from your inventory to bring Bert with you. You have him wait downstairs in a safe spot. And you go get a car over at Paradise Plaza from on the underground segment. Alright. Come on, Bert. I'm calling him Bert, and I keep forgetting his name's Bill. He seems like a Bert to me. Hurry up, Bill. I'm gonna lose this Uzi right now, so I'm gonna get the new one over here. Nope. There we go.
Follow me. Damn it.
if they get stuck like that and you hear them speaking, just hit the come over here button just to get them to start moving again, because they do get in an animation sometimes for really no reason. Sometimes it's because they get hit, sometimes because they get swarmed. And it's really annoying because they end up just standing there getting hit over and over again, and nothing will break them out of it unless they get held by a zombie or they get hit by Frank or called over by Frank. This is a good spot to heal again if you're planning to, just make sure everyone's like top health and everything. I think he got scratched or something like that, so I'm gonna heal him right now, just so that he's at full health.
Gotcha.
All right.
Roger. Hey, come on. Come on. Follow me.
Where are you? There you are. Now, normally I would suggest higher level players to just wait around in the area for Aaron, Paul. I think his name was Paul, and I forgot the name of the other survivor in the Fresca Plaza before coming this way.
Follow me.
Given that if you're lower level or you're doing this challenge as well, it doesn't really matter. If anything, I would avoid carrying too many people at one time.
Go.
Wow, he's so far away.
Over there.
The other Uzis around the map, the ones that are a bit harder to get, like the one here in the park, you could get it if you're like in the area. I really wouldn't go out of your way to get it anymore. I think in my other video I did suggest. Actually, no. I had just shown the location in case you ever needed a weapon immediately. That was good. I don't recommend you go out of your way to get it though. Like the one time to get it would have been the first time we went to the maintenance tunnel to get the maintenance key, since like it's literally on your path. All right, Billy boy.
Over there.
Oh my God, that's what always worries me. Like when you just run in front of your attacks. I don't think that any firearm, for the exception of the shotgun, can one-shot ally AI. But I could be wrong on that.
Follow me. Over there.
Let me see if I can get him hitting somebody. Just get some XP out of it. That wasn't even worth it.
Come on. Come on. Over there.
Don't forget to recycle your batteries when you get the chance. Alright, so those guys spawn now. The main Uzi you want to be getting for replenishing are the ones in the food court, the ones in the pool in Alfresca, when you're running between the zones. The one here in Paradise, and the one in, the one in Entrance once you're a higher level. Get off of me. Oh, come on. This is fine. Right now, the katana is worth much more for me, because the katana I can give to any survivor, and they're basically a one-shot god when they have it. Whereas the Uzi, I used to think it was the best weapon you can give an ally. It's okay in the early game, and its true potential isn't really unlocked until day 3, when you have the option to It's a good time to save. When you have the option to get the book, the survivor book, where all your ally companions become super aggressive and like killing machines. Like when you have that book, the Uzi is like the best item because they just, you know, they fire squad everything that moves. It can help you with bosses if there's any left at that point. Perfect. I can get a skateboard now.
All right.
Okay, let me check the time. Okay, we're getting close there. Let's go do good old Kent. Get his mission out of the way. Then we run back to what is that? Oh. I don't know why I've never seen that before. That just stood out to me like crazy. Okay, so yeah, the Kent mission, we'll get that out of the way. Even if they run out of time when we're in there, it's no biggie. I need the knee drop skill. I'm so used to having that skill to maneuver around high areas that not having it is kind of throwing me off a little bit. I wouldn't worry too much about getting XP out of zombie kills, only because you don't get that much. Like, you only get the good numbers out of every I think it was every 10,000 when you get the special like 10,000 prestige points out of it. I think it was every I could be wrong actually. It could be 1,000 kills. I don't remember. We're better off getting the XP out of survivors, stuff like that. Hello, Kent. Blah blah blah. How he loves to talk. Oh, whoops. My God, Kent. Hurry it up. Sometimes you can get really lucky and you can finish Kent's mission here in the actual coffee shop. I've only done it a handful of times because you have to be basically on point with his reactions. Oh, come on, Kent. Whoops.
Fantastic. Perfect.
Is he leaving? Yep, damn it. Whatever, this is fine. This was the easier one anyway. If possible, try to get the kick, the one that he does. Just to get the little bit of extra. Oh, what the hell? Oh my God. I would if you knew how to pose, Kent. Oh, by the way, he won't pose if there's like zombies like that. He tends to just start attacking everywhere.
Try a little harder, old timer.
Did I get him? I did. Perfect.
Fantastic.
Sweet.
Great shot.
Yeah, so once you're ready, just start taking out the zombies. Otherwise, he won't pose. Oh, gotta take that home. Hurry up and pose, Kent, you son of a...
Perfect.
I messed up.
Good. I'm a pro. You're nothing. Nothing.
This is why I like day 3 the best. This is when you finally
Oh, yeah. Great.
take care of Kent.
Fantastic. Great
Alright, perfect.
shot.
That's over and done with now. Okay, since the survivors in Alfresca are ready to go
Well,
now,
it's in focus.
you can go there one of two ways. You can either cut through forget the name of the place, the park, or you can cut through the underground section. I recommend the underground section because you can get there really fast. Let's go here. Plus, before that, we can save just in case something goes wrong. Let's save real fast. Okay. Yeah, and in case you ever wonder, there's 2 car locations. It's when you enter from the top side, it's gonna be Paradise Plaza, so here, and then it's gonna be the Seance Food Market. That one you're very rarely gonna use, but it's always good to be aware of it. That's where you get the milk truck or the dairy truck, whatever you want to call it. I actually don't remember how to get to the food court from here. So Paradise, Alfresca is there, so I have to go straight down, follow the road, and take the first left, and then on the roundabout. Definitely avoid those barrels. Well, those gas propane tanks. They wreck your car really bad. When I'm down here, I never fully pull the trigger or the gas, just so that I can kind of keep some kind of control over the speed that I'm driving at. Just in case those things spawn in. Oh my god. They spawn in front of me. When you're higher level, getting stranded down here, it's not that big of a deal. But when you're lower level, it is. It's pretty bad down here. The car should make it. It should fit. There we go. Get out of the way. Okay, so alright, so here she is. Let's get Leia out of the way. That's why that shortcut's really good. It literally takes you right to her. And since Bert and Paul are right behind us too anyway, it's super easy to get to them too. I would leave her here once you recruit her, simply because she'll be safe here. Or you can just leave her to follow you while you go get the other 2. Come on. Oh, actually, I did not notice this, but the zombies are not as swarming as they normally would be. I think it's because I spawned in through the shortcut instead of the other entrances. Alright, Leia, get over here.
Damn it! Over there!
Alright. Come on, come on. There we go. You gotta hit Bert like 2 times.
Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
There we go. So definitely give Bert a katana. Like, he will start slaughtering things left and right. And then for his buddy Aaron, he's gonna be useless no matter what you give him. But it's still a good idea to give him one item at least. Just don't give him too good of an item, because, like I said, he's borderline worthless. So this is where the AI pathing's at its finest. They will get stuck on their own barricade, and good luck getting them out if they get stuck. Come on, come on. Now that you have this trio here, save again. And we're going to wait for Sophie to become available. Definitely need a katana for this one, because it's really hard to take down the convicts if you don't have a strong melee weapon. And at this stage, the katana is probably going to be as good as it's going to get for you. Unless you have the Mega Buster or whatnot, you know, like at that point in one shot, it's really all you need. Okay, Leia took a beating. Oh no. Bert, help them. Okay, Aaron's fine. I need to help Leia. Over here, over here, over here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Bert might not make it, actually.
Thank you very much.
See that run there? Oh, hold on. Where he's flailing his arms around. That little run animation there. When they're doing that, they will never defend themselves, ever. Like, they're basically, like, terrified, and they're not going to try to defend themselves whatsoever.
Follow me! Follow me! Follow me! Come on!
Alright, let's get you over here.
Over there!
First order of business, everyone's got to drink up. 1 bottle per person. No questions asked.
Okay.
There you go, Aaron. Bottoms up.
Uh-huh.
Okay, because the Uzi's basically useless to me now, I'm going to give that to him.
I don't think so.
Gonna have Leia get a little drink.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna get the other Uzi up here. Not because I need it, just because it's better. Actually, damn. That's the one that he has. The one from up here. Come on.
Come on! Come on!
Also, when you're making saves with survivors, be careful of where they are when you save.
Very much.
Because when you load the game up again, wherever it is that you are is where they're gonna load in. So if you're in a really bad spot, then what ends up happening is when you load the game in again, they're gonna be swarmed by zombies. See, what I recommend here is I have 2 katanas and a skateboard. I would take at least 2 healing items here. Because we want to get to Sophie as fast as possible once it loads in. I tend to wait until 7. I think she spawns at 6, but I could be... Actually, let's just check it real fast. If it's not, it's whatever. We'll go back in and wait. Yeah, she spawned in already. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to have the guys come over here. I tend to have them stand right here in the little pond here while I go get Sophie with a skateboard. I always interact with her first to get her to start running towards the group, and then I go take care of the convicts. And I slowly start like fishing everybody over. Stop running. Stop running. Oh no. Alright, there you go. She's gonna go over there. They will always get stuck. Just crash. Don't worry, buddy. So this could happen. Like, you just get a really bad run. And that's really the end of that. I might make it. I might make it. Ooh, that was close. The goal is to get him to get stuck on something, if possible. If you can't, then you just gotta kind of play it by ear. Okay, so that's the 7 o'clock. Warning. Whenever a cutscene plays, it deactivates your markers. So they're gonna start running. And that's really bad. Like, if you saw too that the car's over there now, they're basically gonna get destroyed right now. That's why I usually wait for 7 o'clock to start before I end up coming here. I think the third AI spawned in again. Yep, he did. Man, this is really bad. Yeah, this is as bad as it gets. Okay, so we might be okay. I think this idiot got the car stuck. Get out of the way. Oh my god. Okay. We made it somehow. This is genuinely one of those moments where I should have lost, but just by sheer miracle of Dead Rising AI, I didn't. So if you like I said, if you find yourself in a position where the game screws you over, then you just reload. That's what the saves are for. Okay, so Aaron has reached peak stupidity. He will never leave this spot. And there's nothing I can do about that. I have to force him over. Aaron, you idiot. There we go. Come on. You can do it. Or maybe not. Maybe I gave him too much credit.
Come on.
There we go.
Come on. Come on. Go.
Okay, so before we get too far, we need to get ready for Adam, the clown. And he's very hard if you've never really studied him before. You basically have to use melee weapons to hurt him. He's kind of immune to firearms or any ranged item. That includes the Mega Buster. Like, he takes minimal damage with the Mega Buster, so you end up using 150 rounds of the Mega Buster to take him down, because when he blocks it with his chainsaw, it does 1 damage, I think. A really stupid number. Here, I'm just gonna carry her. She's taking way too long. So yeah, the best course of action with Adam is to take him down with melee weapons. So you can use the katana, or you can use the mannequin body. Those are my recommendations for taking him down.
Come on. Come on. Follow me. Come on. Follow me. Come on. Follow me.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so this is about to break. Oh no. Alright, Sophie's gonna make it. Great. I think everyone's nearby.
Follow me. Come on.
Okay, so this is an okay spot to be in, but it could be a little risky. If you never feel confident when you enter Paradise Plaza to bring the survivors back, and you're near the save station, so the bathrooms to my left, you should save first and then go. It's not really that big of a deal on day 1. It's a much bigger deal late day 2 and early day 3, because there's just so many zombies that in an instant you go from being, oh yeah, everything's gonna work out, it's gonna be fine, to everyone's dead. You know, it just takes like a half a second for that to happen. Let me get this. Okay, so Sophie, stop running. Erin is getting hit. Okay, she made it out. Oh my god. See, this is one of the biggest issues with this game, and I've always hated that. The zombies stop trying to bite them, and they go for swipes. I've never understood that. Like, why the hell a zombie would try to swipe at them instead of try to grab them and bite them. And that's usually what causes them to die, because they're just getting stun locked with swipes. Hurry up, you idiots.
Follow me.
See how Aaron doesn't do anything even though he's got the Uzi? That's just because he's programmed that way. Like, there's the aggressive survivor, then there's the passive survivor. Oh, nice.
Damn.
Once you see that cutscene, queens are available, so you can start using nectar at that point.
Follow me.
Until then, it doesn't matter if you have nectar. Like, when you drink it, if you have not seen that cutscene, it won't spawn bees. So nectar is essentially useless. So after this, I'm going to start making nectars. And that only applies to that smoothie. All the other ones, their effects are still good and active at any point in the game.
Thank you very
Over
much.
there.
Oh no, I don't have a melee weapon. Damn it. Might try to get B right here. There we go. What I like to generally recommend and do as well is to always have one bee ready to go and one nectar without the nectar effect active. So like when you drink it, it turns nectar on and it spawns a bee for you.
Go.
Because nectar, when you see the words nectar on the lower right hand corner, it will never spawn the bee if it's on after you've spawned it one time. So you have to wait for it to go on cooldown or reset the wording, I guess. Come on. And then for survivors, when you have a large group, if they're not standing up here, they won't come in. So even if at the edge of the little ledge, they won't come up. Okay, so the bulk of day 1's over now, which is really good. I just went from level 7 to level 10 now. Alright, what did I get? Flying dodge. That's a really good skill to have.
Yeah.
The drawback of flying dodge is that when you roll, obviously, you end up becoming vulnerable for a few seconds. And the only way to counter it is to cancel the animation towards the end with the roundhouse kick. But you need to unlock that first before you can cancel it.
All right.
Oh, I just gotta make sure I didn't get anything else. Item stock, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so at this point, the most difficult fight for day 1's gonna start, and it's gonna be fighting Adam. He's, I think, in my opinion, he's probably the 3rd hardest boss in the game, with the most difficult one being Cletus, only because of just how bad that spawn is with Cletus. And then number 2 is going to be I think it was the second Carlito fight. I think it was Joe. I don't know. There's a lot of nuance in whose personal most difficult fight it's gonna be in. But yeah, for me, I've always found Adam is one of the harder ones, only because of his immunity to ranged weapons. Okay, so time to prepare for Adam. I'll show where the books are. Well, we have a little bit of downtime right now, so I'll show where the books are now. 2 of the 3 skateboarding books, and then the rest. And you can just pick them up whenever you have the room. Early in the game, you kind of want to have them on you 24/7, and then later on, you have the choice of having 2 of the 3. With your one of your essential books should always be the one that gives you the ability to do the kickflip, only because it actually does come in handy. Okay, so one book is in here. This one just gives you more endurance for your skateboard. It's the one right here, the sports book. The second book is in the other bookshop here. Again, it just gives you more endurance. And then the third one that gives you the ability to kickflip is in the Wonderland Plaza. Alright, should be right here. Yeah, there it is. Entertainment. It's the entertainment book. Alright, Adam's ready to go now. So I'm going to replace this skateboard because I accidentally damaged it when I crashed earlier. When you don't have any books, the skateboard only lasts 3 crashes and then it breaks. When you have 1 book, it'll last 6 crashes. When you have 2 books, it'll last, I believe it was 20-ish crashes. And then when you have all 3 books, it lasts like 70. Like, at that point, it becomes like one of the best movement tools you can have. Because in case like someone's getting swarmed or you need to get from point A to point B super fast, no matter what's in your way, you just ram your way through it with the level 3 skateboard. Okay, so I'm going to save here. If you need to prepare for Adam before this, you should on your once you're over there. So, for example, if you don't have the healing items or the melee weapons, get over there first and then prepare. Oh, come on. Okay, so we're gonna go to the Wonderland. I believe the Wonderland is the first exit just to my south. No, that wouldn't make any sense. So I have to go up. Go back over there. Okay, as if I'm gonna exit again. Okay. The other reason you want to kind of use the maintenance tunnels to get from point A to point B is because you're going to be running over so many zombies that you're going to rack up the thousands pretty fast. So it's another good way to level up fast without having to really like dedicate separate time to leveling up. Oh, come on. Whenever you're running through like hordes like this, try to just jump in. It doesn't always work, but whoops. A good chunk of the time it's going to give you the opportunity to just kind of like weave your way in through them. And if they're at the same level as you are, then you end up like mounting them. So you just climb over their head. Okay, so right now I don't feel confident with the equipment that I have. Let me take this call. So I'm gonna go get some wine, and I'm gonna get the second Uzi that's in the awning where the wine is. And if you really wanted to, you can make your drinks into smoothies here as well. And there's blenders here. That way you don't have to worry about using low value foods to heal yourself. I'm gonna take one of these. I'm gonna sacrifice the skateboard because it's not gonna. Actually, no. I'm gonna sacrifice the book. I don't need the book right this second. Actually, no, yeah. Forget what I said. I'm going to sacrifice the skateboard as well. Because the better book is in there anyway. And we're going to get it in a second. So what I recommend is you wait until the Japanese tourist mission is up which it should be coming up in a second. I think they spawn in at 10, so I would just wait here until 10 o'clock. Then once they're spawned in, go inside, and then I'm just gonna get some XP off of this. Another easy way to get some XP. Anyway, back when the tourists spawn in, then you can go do Adam the Clown as well. That way you don't have to leave the area, get them to spawn, and then go back into the area. Alright, just give it a few more minutes and they'll spawn in right now. In a lot of ways, day one is like a really bad indicator of how the rest of the run's gonna go. Because you can have a really good day one and you just have the worst day two. Day two is still, like, in my opinion, the hardest day because there's just so much happening. If you're trying to get Saint and like do the main story at the same time, it's just too much going on. Like it's really hard, and a lot of your timing is down to like following a very strict schedule. There we go. It's doable for sure, but generally I recommend that you try not to do the main story and Saint at the same time because, just, like I said, there's just too much going on. But if you want to, you definitely could. Yeah. So now that these guys are in here, we're good to go to the Wonderland Plaza, and you're gonna want to stay here anyway for a little bit longer so that you can get the last call for day one, which is for the North Plaza guy. I forget his name. It's a guy with the limp. I need to get to level 12 or 13. Whenever the next upgrade is for your running speed. Because once you have level 2 running speed, the game gets much, much better. Just the level 1 just really screws you over. So what I'm going to go do right now is I'm going to go save in the restrooms in case I lose to Adam. Because like I said, Adam's a hard fight, especially at low levels. And he can instantly take you down with like almost... It's one of those like you blink and you're dead moments. So I'm gonna save here before even trying this. All right, let's give this a go. You could also technically recruit the Japanese tourists now, so that once you start fighting Adam, there's a very, very small chance they could help you, and you don't have to worry about Greg getting mauled while you're running to see the shortcut. It's not too difficult to do one after the other, so it's really up to you. Okay, so we're gonna start the fight now. Alright, so with Adam, you gotta watch out for his knife throws and his spinning chainsaw attack. Not that one. Oh, come on. That is one of the most stupid things that could happen. I just went from full health to dead. While you do that, I'm gonna heal. Get away, get away, get away. That is the death move you gotta watch out. It's gonna throw knives. Oh no, it's the balloons. If you have a ranged weapon at this point, you can do that. Just shoot him. Come on. What are you doing, Adam? Oh no. Oh my goodness. That was incredibly close. That was very dangerous. Blah blah blah. Ow. I was trying to get a hit in before. Damn. That's what I love about that. His own attack hurts him. I think his knives can be picked up. I could be wrong on that though. Oh my god. Yeah, I am okay. Thanks for asking. Oh, that's not good. I need a melee weapon. I think there's a bat in here. I think. Could be wrong. I am wrong. But it's fine, I'll use the skateboard. Adam's always going to chase you, so you don't have to worry too much about losing him. I will need to get healing items. There's a apple, 2 apples up here. Okay. And again, the reason I'm not using the Uzi is because it's basically useless against Adam. I need a bat over here. Okay, let's go with these. Let's go Adam. I don't know if it'll stop that area. Oh no. That's the biggest drawback of that move. Oh, come on. Stay away. So if you had a katana here, when you slice them, what ends up happening is that the katana doesn't drop them on the ground. It's gonna be an opening right here. So that knockdown effect, the katana won't do it. He just kind of stands up and gets slashed. Oh my god, dude. We're way past the point of this fight being like within an acceptable time frame. I'm just gonna shoot him with the Uzi. Not good. Your item management, well, item placement is also really important, especially in moments like this when the AI is just busted. Finally. God. I'm a little proud of myself. First try. Granted, it didn't go exactly as planned, so... Anyway, a good thing to do now is to go pick up the tourists, because Greg won't spawn in until you actually get to Greg. So, let's go get the tourists right now. Plus they have food, so this will work out. Make sure to pick up the book before you start talking to them. That way they don't start jumping all over the place. And watch your back. The zombies, they have a bad habit of getting in here when when you're talking to them. They do a pose, the bow, and that's a prestige point picture, so make sure you're ready for it when it pops up. Actually, no, you have to confirm it a second time before they actually follow you. Come on.
I appreciate that.
10,000 points. Alright, we don't need this book anymore. Give them whatever weapons you have. So I'm just going to give them all that.
Appreciate that.
And then you're definitely going to want to pick up the skateboarding book here. Which would be right here. Yeah, there it is. That's the book you always want to have on you. Like, no matter what. Because it gives you the option to do the kickflip. And it gives you the endurance. So, if you do the kickflip, let's say you're on a place like this where there's an edge, you can just kickflip over it. And that lets you move around really, really fast. Oh my god. I think I just shot you. Take this. Take this. You're just a genius, man. Oh my god. Your buddy is literally held down behind you and you're not doing anything.
Come on, come on, follow me, follow me. Come on, come
I
on.
swear, Dead Rising is a love-hate relationship for me.
Go.
I love it because there's certain things that, you know, it just does uniquely, and then there's a lot it does wrong, and that part is what I don't like. Okay, so let's get Greg to spawn. We'll learn about the shortcut. Pick up a second chainsaw. This is where the bees come in handy. Just save them there.
Over there.
Don't worry about those larvae hitting them. It does minimal damage, and they're really annoying. If anything, they're more dangerous to you than they are to, well, not the character you, but, you know, Frank, than they are to,
Follow me. Come on.
than they are to the AI. And the reason they're dangerous for you is because you can be in the middle of, like, saving them, and they interrupt you with that hit. Come on, did I get it? Did I get it? Yes, I did.
Fantastic.
Yeah, try to get as many of those as possible, just so you can get the XP needed for level ups. If you still need level ups, if you don't need them anymore, then don't worry about it. Oh, come on. What I really dislike about the pistol is that I think it's the only weapon that does not automatically aim for the head.
Come on.
Get down there. Get down there.
Over there.
You guys go down there. I'm gonna get Greg to move. Don't do it, Greg. Don't do it. Oh my god.
Come on.
That was kind of funny.
Go.
Such a useless weapon. That was my fault. I walked into that one.
Over there.
Remember, prioritize bees whenever possible. Oh no, Shinji, you idiot.
Over there.
Where are you? Why are you there? Because you're stupid, that's why.
Follow me. Follow me. Over there. Come on. Follow
Okay, once Greg tells you about the shortcut, you can either save and then
Follow me!
this is fine. Even if the Shinji doesn't teleport with me, it's fine because Greg is going to always spawn with you, so you just go back. Okay,
Follow
so
me!
definitely save here. And now we're going to go to the North Plaza and get the next survivor up there. But before that, I'm going to take a quick little break and I'll just edit this part out. Okay, back to the game. Oh, get out of the way, Shinji. Okay, so because this next segment is pretty easy, you don't have to really worry too much about the health of your NPCs.
Over there!
But if you're really worried about it, you can definitely go stock up at the the Paradise Plaza. Make some nectars and then come back for this. But definitely don't go drop them off before doing this. It's just more efficient if you do it all together.
Follow me! Over there!
Nice, 2 Bs in a row. Alright. Any more bees around me? No.
Follow me! Come on! Follow me!
Okay, so once you spawn in here, just leave the guys here. Tell them to wait here, and you're gonna go get the survivor over at the quest area. Definitely don't go to the gun shop unless you're confident that you can take down Cletus. To be perfectly honest, I don't think I'm gonna take him down this run because I'm just too low level, and I frankly I don't want to deal with the BS that is Cletus. Okay, so
Help me!
alright, David. Get up. I'm also really not worried about David because he has a limp, so you have to give him help him out for him to run faster.
I can't believe this!
And that gives you and David not immunity, but like more resistance to being attacked by zombies. I'm gonna eat some of this food while I'm here.
I can't believe this!
Yeah. Thanks for telling me about what I have to deal with tomorrow.
I can't believe
Come on. Let's go.
Yeah.
The power push. If you also wanted to, you can get some more swords here in that knife shop over there. Well, quote-unquote knife shop, but it's really a sword shop. That way you can give whoever doesn't have a tool, or a really bad one, a katana. I don't remember if... I know for sure they can't use axes, only Frank can. I don't remember if the broadswords, they can't use either. They might be able to be honest.
Follow me!
Okay, so let's get you over here.
Over there!
Be careful with these segments where you're really close to loading zones. What tends to happen is that the AI is sometimes right at the edge, and upon like helping them like this, they end up disappearing past the little zone without you noticing, and then it just becomes a pain in the ass to get them. So I would leave him here, and then go grab the other ones. You gotta be careful though, because if you accidentally have somebody too low, they just get swarmed and they're done. Okay, so here you're gonna have pretty much a clear line. Okay. Yeah, this is an instance of everything going right when normally it wouldn't have. Except Shinji. Shinji likes fucking everything up. Okay, so now that everyone's here, I'm gonna save. I'm not even gonna bother risking. I'm just gonna save. Okay. I'm gonna take the shortcut, get everyone out of here. You can save again in this next segment if you want. Up to you.
Follow me.
Just so you don't have to go through that loading screen again in case something goes wrong. Okay, get you guys over here. So for me, the guys are they're in an okay spot, to be honest. I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, they're gonna be completely fine. But I still feel confident enough that I can make it back without them getting slaughtered. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the other book so I can get a little bit of extra life out of the chainsaws and more endurance for the skateboard. This is a good opportunity as well to go make some nectar. Oh, come on. Are they sunlocked? No, they're just not moving is what's happening. Okay. So now I'm gonna go get... Whoops, sorry. Come on. I'm gonna drop them off here with the group. Zombies will respawn even if they're there. Like, they literally just respawn on them if you go too far. So definitely don't leave them for too long. Just do what you need to do and then come back as soon as you can. Because if you can hear that they're getting hit right now, that's because the zombies respawn on them. It's really annoying, but, you know, it is what it is. It's an older game. Okay, so I'm going to have a nectar. Which I'm going to drink right now. And I'll have this other nectar ready to go. Okay, so... Okay, it looks like no one's in danger. Sometimes it's actually a good idea to not give certain NPCs weapons, because they're just so useless that, like, you're wasting the weapon. Okay, let me drink the nectar right now so I can get a queen bee to spawn. Come on. Oh my god, come on. There we go. Okay, so... let's give this guy help.
Follow me. Come on. Come on.
Alright, if I'm lucky, this will bump me up to level 13 and a half, maybe 14.
Over there.
Whoops. Alright, come on. Shinji, you idiot. Come on. Okay, we're almost done. Almost done with day one.
Come on. Follow me. Follow me. Over there.
Okay, you guys stand there. I'm gonna go get the last guy. Did that spawn there, or was... oh, no, they were back here. Yeah, the only two weapons in the game that you always need to be careful with whenever you're shooting them near NPCs is the Real Mega Buster and the energy sword, the one you get for surviving for 5 days, because those can one-shot them if you're not careful. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. Get out of my way. There we go. I think Shinji might get left behind. Oh, no.
Come on.
Close. Okay, it's almost 3 a.m. So if you had followed the story up to this point, and again, it's completely up to you whether or not you want to do the story or not. This is where things start getting like stupid hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard to get Saint and continue the main story at the same time because your time is very, very tight.
Come on.
So you got to be super careful. You got to make sure you don't take too long in one segment. Sometimes you got to drop certain people and get them at a later time. So if you are trying to get the true ending and Saint at the same time, which is doable, but very hard. Oh, nice. 14 and 3/4. Okay, skip this. Okay, so this is the end of day 1. I'm just going to make a cut to the beginning of day 2, which is going to be the 6 a.m. event. You can definitely do whatever you want at this point. If you want to grind some levels, that's fine. If you don't want to grind, that's fine too. Just chill somewhere. Just be here for the 6 a.m. event if you're planning on doing the story. If you're not caring about the story anymore, that's totally fine. All you need to remember to do is to be ready for the 6 a.m. survivors. I think there were 7 a.m. survivors over at the Wonderland Plaza, the Lovers Quest. That one is doable. It's just, like I said, if you're doing the story, it'll be very hard to get everything down right because like the first 4 hours of day 2 are just crazy. Like 1 hour you have this, next hour on the other half of the map you have this. So it's really up to you whether or not you want to do both at the same time. Yeah, but for now I'm just gonna make a cut for 6 a.m. just to make the footage better. And since I'm not streaming this, it really doesn't matter to me. But yeah, I'm just gonna make a cut to the 6 a.m. events. Hey again. I'm actually recording this after the video was recorded. I forgot to unmute my mic when I stepped away, and I was just waiting because all I did was I went to the restroom in game, and I was just sitting there to wait out the time instead of actually going to do something to level up. So there won't be any changes between my level from the last cut and this part of the video. But again, because I muted the mic, everything I had said during the moment did not get recorded. So I am doing this after the fact. For the most part, I didn't really say anything too important in terms of information. Only real things I was saying as day 2 is pretty difficult. There is some planning, but it is doable. And if you were in a position where you had done other things that I didn't do, for example, it's just better for you as well as a player. So in this part here, all I was doing was just waiting around for the Otis call in case you were trying to go for transmission area at the same time for whatever reason. I generally don't recommend that one on a new game file. Definitely something for New Game Plus, only because anyone that's played this game for any amount of time would know that Otis is probably the worst thing of this game. He calls you, it's super annoying. If you get interrupted, it slows down the call for the second call. So it's just incredibly hard. Yeah, so at this point, I can't quite remember what I was saying at this section. Probably just, again, talking about waiting here and just waiting for Otis to nag me some more. One of the things that's really important about day 2 is just being aware that the odds of failing are very high here. And if you do fail, it's completely okay to just reload and try again. And on a new game file especially, you kind of do have to learn through trial and error, because one moment you might think, okay, I have plenty of time, and the next thing you realize, no, I don't. Or as I was saying at the beginning of the video, you just don't have the physical damage. So if you were to follow someone else's guy that's already like at 50, level 50, their attacks would be doing max damage at that point. So they'd be taking down people a lot faster. And in this section here, I get Otis' call. So then I just go back to start the next story mission. One thing that I didn't talk about when I was originally recording footage here was that Carlito, the second Carlito fight when he's got the sniper, is actually really hard if you try to melee him, because he does this really weird thing where he doesn't have a delay when you're past a certain range with his shots. So he basically shoots, and as he's cocking the gun back, he shoots again. So it's damn near impossible. So I ended up having to like improvise on the spot instead of, you know, my old tactics, which were either blast him from a distance with the Mega Buster, or if you happen to have taken down Cletus, use one of the sniper rifles or even the shotgun at that point. Yeah, so at this point, you know, just save like normal before continuing. Unless you had reason to believe like, okay, yeah, you know what, I want to have another save. And you just use one of your other save slots if you have any. There's another one of those unimportant calls, but important for transmissionary. Where, you know, if you're not going for it, I really wouldn't recommend it. It was at this section when I started like talking about some of the survivors that we're gonna have to encounter later on in the day. As soon as you finish this mission, this main story mission, all hell breaks loose essentially in terms of your timing. And I was just basically saying, okay, like at this point, don't be afraid to, you know, pause the game, look at your map and see what, like, just kind of plan out ahead of time what the best route would be. And then here's where I started noticing, like, yeah, using a melee weapon for Carlito is a really bad idea. Like, if you can avoid it, definitely avoid it, because he doesn't target Brad for like 90% of the fight. Like right here, he's not going to shoot Brad more than one more time after this, and the entire time he's just going to be aiming at you. In this case, you know, just Frank. So what I did was I just stood behind this particular pillar and just waited for him to start getting desperate and running towards me. For really no reason. Like, I didn't move at all. He just started moving on his own. Brad would take shots and do really nothing. I would also recommend you have at least 3 full heal items. So 3 orange juices, ones, whatever fully heals. Just 3 of them here, instead of the 1 that I had. So see, as his Carlito's getting closer, I'm just kind of like nudging. Yeah, and right there is like the shooting animation gets ridiculously shortened to the point where like, hey, that should not be possible. I also don't recommend to like try to rush him down with the skateboard. Just do it to like get up there quickly, but don't try to rush him down because he can like quick scope you basically. I got incredibly lucky here that first shot missed. I don't know why, but it just missed. Had it not missed, and then he hit me with the sniper bash afterwards, that would have been it. I would have just died there. So once I got sent back up here, I just saved. I'm like, I don't want to do that again. You know, it's not going to be worth it to try to risk it a second time. So definitely take a ranged weapon, Uzi, sniper, shotgun, whatever. Not pistol though. Don't take the pistol when you're fighting Carlito for the second time.
Okay.
And then for Medicine Run, it's basically a standalone mission. Like, there's not going to be any other survivor missions until you get to about 7 o'clock. Then you're going to get the Lover's Side Quest, which takes like 30 game minutes to proceed because they just talk so much. So if it's really like close for you, like, hey, you gotta step it up, I would come back for those 2. generally here, you can either take the shortcut in the restroom, which will leave you not too far from where you need to go for the story mission for Seon's food market, or you can go underground. I chose to go underground because it literally drops you off right where you need to go. And again, like if you ever forget how to navigate the underground tunnels, just bring up your map. Oh, I completely forgot about that. I never really like think about it anymore, but I used to be really afraid of those propane tanks because they completely ragdoll your car, and if they do, you know, you get stranded down there. Just one really bad propane tank just destroys the car because you ragdoll and bash like everything in your path. And there's the Lover's Side quest, which you can do right as soon as you finish the Seon Market / main story mission. This is like almost in front of you. For the store manager, I believe his name was Sean? No, I forgot. We'll figure it out right now. He can be either really easy or really hard. Luckily, because it's plenty of healing items here, whatever damage you get, you just heal it on the spot and then get out of there. Once you get the healing items, you can either go straight to the Wonderland Plaza, like directly run to it, if you have the time. Or in my case, because I didn't have the time, I did the underground direct passage to it. So I basically went underground, got the car, and then I drove to the Wonderland Plaza. And it'll leave you right under the bookstore. Which again, isn't that far from the two survivors. One of the benefits of going directly to the areas like this, and I think I mentioned this earlier in the video, was that you just rack up a lot of zombie kills, so you end up getting free XP out of it. Obviously, it doesn't really matter if you're already like at max level or close to max level, because at that point, you're already good enough. But here, now that I got to Wonderland, this segment here is one of my least favorite, only because the way those two survivors are scripted to speak, like you have to go through many like forced time dialogue options with them before they even move, that it really screws you over because it eats up a lot of time it really shouldn't need to. Like right now, I think it's gonna be like about 2 real minutes of just talking to between these two, and I'm like, really? That's why usually these two, like if you are trying to get Saint, you have to pick them up here. You really can't come back for them because the amount of time that they eat up, if you try to do it later, it really screws you over. One of the other things too about these survivors is if you get them too late in the day, and what I mean by that, the closer it is to 9 in the morning, the more difficult this is going to be, because in Paradise Plaza at 9 a.m., Pam and Heather spawn in unmarked,
No way.
and because Pam's getting pretty much mobbed by a bunch of zombies, you have to like rescue her immediately. Otherwise, you're gonna lose her. So one of the things you want to make sure you end up doing is get these two out of the way, then you save, and that'll give you a lot of breathing room to adapt to whatever the next part of your particular file is going to be. Whether you're going to be doing Saint
No way.
and the story side by side, or you're just going to focus on Saint, drop the story at that point, and then just go for the other survivors. I also can't really remember what I said during this part. It was just so much talking with these two, and it's basically pointless. Like,
No way.
I'm genuinely surprised this is still going. Coming back to revoice this after the fact makes me go like, oh god, this is terrible. But here we go. Now that we got them moving, we have to return back to the security area. I really wouldn't worry about everybody else. Like, you have plenty of time to get everybody else ready to go. The only side quest you have to make sure you're careful with is the one later on in Wonderland Plaza for Joe and the 4 or 5 survivors that she has. I don't remember the name of that quest. Above the Law or something like that. Once that quest starts, you have to make sure you finish it before you hit the 3-hour mark. Otherwise, she takes out survivors.
Over there.
And even before that, if you enter Wonderland and don't interact with the quest at all, she also takes out 1 survivor every time you leave it after the quest starts.
Follow me. Come on.
Yeah, this is one of those moments where you have to adapt. Like, stupidity runs and absolutely ridiculous.
What are you thinking?
Come on. Come on.
Her particular I don't remember if it applies to every female survivor. I think it does. I could be wrong on that though. But if you give them katanas, or basically like the insta-kill bladed weapons, they have the fastest attack animation, because they don't do like the male slash, which is like the one that Frank does, where he kind of throws all of his weight for the cut. It's like they kind of like flick their wrists forward with the katana, or if you give them the sword, they just kind of flick it forward. It's really fast, and it just instantly takes out zombies. It's really funny to see if you've never seen it before. I decided not to give Tanya any weapons. Like, she was going to be useless no matter what, so I didn't bother. I just wanted to make sure to get these two out of here before it got impossible. At this point, I just saved. I said, no, screw this. I'm not going to deal with all of this stuff right here, so I committed to this run. If, for example, like, like, hey, you know what, I didn't do that well, I want to give myself a bit more time cushion, I want to redo this, then you wouldn't save there like I did.
Come on.
I think at this section here, during the original run, I was talking about Pam and Heather. That's why the camera kind of tilted in that direction. It's really annoying how like that randomly happens. They just get grabbed by nothing.
No way.
Okay, we should almost be done with this segment here. I think by the time I realized that the mic wasn't recording was after the save. and I ended up I ended up failing the run. So for the next part, I will be speaking with the footage sync because, you know, I realized like, oh yeah, I wasn't talking, and I had failed anyway, so I decided to reset. For Ross, because he's one of the slowest NPCs, movement speed wise. You want to make sure you get him like right at the edge there. Otherwise, he has a really hard time getting up. There we go. All right, perfect. At this point, yeah, the footage and the audio is going to be synchronized again.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so I made a cut back to this part of the game. I think I mentioned it in the voiceover that I didn't realize that this part was muted. So I had to load an older save that was in the restrooms. I just replayed that entire segment. It got back here, and I'm going to resave here just to have this ready to go. I don't have to redo everything again. But this is where the things start getting really, really chaotic in this part. You have to basically be on point for a lot. But before that, we have to take a picture of Jessie here. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be her, but you do need a picture for
Fantastic.
Kent at 12 o'clock. Also don't have a skateboard for this part. Okay, so it's about to be 7. I'm sorry, not 7, 9. Which means that Pam and Heather are going to spawn right now. And generally, you'd want to do them later, but if you don't have... Like, if you just want to get them out of the way, you definitely should. So I'm going to go save them right now. And then after that, I'm going to do the story, the professor's past. And then try to jump around from that. So yeah, that's Gordon there. Come on. One really good tactic. Oh my god, come on. I don't have it. If you get a high enough level and you get the wrestling throw, I think it was called.
Follow me.
It lets you pick up survivors or zombies too. Like pick them up and then just kind of throw them. It's a really funny move, but when you have it, you have the ability to pick up stubborn survivors that just get stun locked in an area or just get stupid locked in an area. And then once you they gonna hug?
Come on.
No. Once they get thrown out of the area, you can easily control them.
Go.
The other really good move to have to control survivors is the hammer throw, I think it was.
Go. Come on.
It's the move where you grab them from the side and then you force push them. And they keep running like in a really funny animation. Come on, you idiots. That's what I really dislike about the EA in this game. Stupid for the sake of just being stupid.
Over there. Over there.
Oh, they're there. Okay.
Follow me.
Yeah, if they ever get locked up on you like that, where they start doing stupid little animations, all you have to do is just do the come over here command, and then they'll come over. It'll overwrite their stupidity for a second, and they'll come, you know, to you. Sometimes you have to do it multiple times, though. What time is that quest at? Okay, at 10. Is she up
Come
here?
on.
Oh my god, I can't believe that. So after you save them, you can definitely save again. Which I'm gonna do. I don't want to deal with that again.
Okay. What's happening?
They're also the most unpredictable in terms of survivors, since they basically spawn in the middle of chaos. So once you take care of them, you know, that's good to go. I do want to mention that you do need them for Frank the Pimp. And since I'm not showing, that's not the focus of this video, I'm not really gonna try to force a guide for that here. Because that one is also doable on a new game run, but you have to play it very differently than what I did up to now. Okay, so I technically have enough time to get Gordon, but the problem is that he is kind of a nightmare to deal with, to drag around. Oh, come on. If anything, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go get another chainsaw. Like, I have enough time to do that right now. I'm going to drop this one, go get a new chainsaw, then come back. That way I have a fully powered chainsaw ready to go. I'm just gonna go straight through the zombies here because there's a skateboard shop literally right up here. Whoops. Let me go. Okay, let's get that. Get a new skateboard here. Alright. See if I can make this work. Oh no. Didn't work. Just trying to do the kickflip over that so I can just, you know, make it look cool as I got back down. I'm gonna save here. The hammer throw, yeah. So that's the move you want to use for controlling survivors as well. Looks like I still have a little bit more time. Gordon is tricky because he can occasionally like work very well. Like, man, this guy's got it. Like he's a god tier survivor, or he's just like an absolute idiot. Like the worst experience you'll ever experience, essentially. I'm gonna try to get Gordon right now, by the way. Now, I don't. If this works, then yeah, obviously I'll say at the end of the segment that yeah, it was all according to plan. But if it doesn't work, then we'll just knock it up to mistakes were made. Alright, let's get this guy out of here. Get up. Get up.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Follow me! Follow me! Follow me!
Oh, Gordon, you useless bastard. I actually don't know if he jumped over. Okay, he did.
Follow me!
This is where the chainsaw refresh comes in handy. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. That's not what I wanted. Oh my god. That is really unfortunate. I went for the B. I thought I fucking grabbed it. Clearly didn't. Come on, Gordon. You got this.
Follow me! Follow me!
Attaboy, Gordon. I like sticking to the walls whenever it's just like a really low number of survivors. They tend to follow your path a lot better. Not always though. You know, you never know when an AI is gonna decide to choose stupidity that day. Or that moment, I guess. But yeah, this is a really good spot to be in, actually. Oh, come on. So I guess in a way, if I was still waiting for transmissionary, I could just wait here for the call. Yeah, we could just chill there. He's actually in a good enough spot that I'm gonna go get some healing items, heal myself, replace this skateboard. I'm gonna do that now, actually. I'm gonna go back there. Generally, I don't do 2Bs and a nectar unless you have the room for it. There we go. That went surprisingly well. Like, I'm actually very surprised that Gordon didn't fuck it up, Pam and Heather didn't fuck it up. You know, it was great. Yeah, let's answer that call. Alright, we're gonna drop off Gordon.
Come on!
Continue the story, and then save.
Follow me! Come on!
Let's go, Gordon.
Follow me!
Doing a great job, Gordon. Don't fuck this up. There we go. My man. $29? What the hell? Oh my god. Oh, oh man. Some people are just not lucky. Alright, definitely gonna save again here. So now we're gonna do the photo challenge. Get that out of the way. And then as soon as that's done, we're gonna go do what was it called? The Hatchet Man. He's a little tricky with melee, but it's still doable. Actually, I'm going to be proactive right now, and I'm going to secure my picture for Jesse. It just needs to be over, I think it was 750 prestige points. I could be wrong. It might be less, but if you have 1,000 pointer like that, you're completely safe. You don't have to worry about you slightly being over the threshold. I'm gonna replenish the skateboard again. Whenever possible, just replace your skateboards. That's what I really like about the 3-book one. Like, you really could choose to upgrade it or not. It's really up to you. Just gonna wait here. I'm trying to remember if you couldn't be in the same area for Kent to spawn. I don't quite remember. Well, I have a little bit of time, so yeah, I have 30 game minutes, which is what, like 2.5 minutes. I'm gonna go replenish the chainsaw again. And while I'm there, I'm going to sacrifice 2 books. Hold on, what's this? Oh, it's Ronald. You can pick him up now or on your way back after the Hatchet Men. Is it Sportsbook? Entertainment. I'm gonna keep entertainment because that one's the one that I want for I forgot what it's called. Actually, I messed up. I shouldn't be carrying the chainsaw with me. It's whatever, I guess. Sporting goods. Yeah, that's the one you want to get rid of. Oh no. Oh, that works. That works. Yeah, the sports book. Definitely can get rid of that if you want. I'm gonna save again here. Once Ronald spawns in, the food shop he's in never has food again for the rest of the run. So just remember that in case you ever, find yourself in a pinch. Also, I hate Ronald, like, with a passion. Like, he is a bastard. And if you've ever seen The Hateful Eight, I think Ronald's the type of person that should definitely meet John Ruth. John Ruth the Hangman. Okay, so we should be right on there. If the event doesn't trigger with Kent, where he just spawns in, and like it forces a cutscene, then I'll just load up again and I'll just wait over there. Whoops. Yes. Oh yeah, okay, he does load in. Okay. That's fine. I'm gonna level up after this. Can't. Please can't. Shut up. Oh my god. It's possible for zombies to smack stun them. Alright, let me give him the photo. Erotica. There we go. Okay, so if at this point you want to save again, definitely can. Because basically it's going to be the Hatchet Man at this point. So we'll see, we just have just enough time for that. And Above the Law, it's got plenty of time, so we can definitely do both. No problem. So I am going to save, because I know how easy it is for things to go wrong with the Hatchet Man. With that boss fight, so... Oh, come on. I haven't unlocked the skill yet. roundhouse kick, which allows me to cancel out of that roll. Basically need it if you want to be using that roll at all. Oh my god, out of the way. You don't really have to worry about the convicts as long as you don't go towards them. They usually spawn on the opposite end of where you spawn in. So if you spawn in from Paradise, they're usually by the food court. If you're at the food court, over by Paradise, and then if you're spawning at the north, or by the clock tower. Not right at it, but like really close to it. Okay, so I have 2 chainsaws, 1 healing item, so this might be a little bit rough, to be honest. Well, let's give it a go. Ooh, we traded. Come here, Cliff. Oh my god. So when he's up above you, if you have a ranged item, definitely hit him. But if you don't have one, you just gotta watch out for the stuff that he throws at you. Cliffy boy. Where are you? There he is. I challenge you to a fight. Oh my god. Come on, buddy. We don't have all day here. I need to take you out. Oh my god.
Fantastic.
Did I get it? Yes, I did. Nice. And I just healed off of that. That's called being a very imaginative person. No, 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 no. Oh no. I wish they would have given you the ability to use those openings. Come on, jump down, jump down. I would throw the chainsaw at him, but I think when you toss a weapon that's affected by books, it loses the extra durability. So it just goes back to its base durability. I could be wrong on that though, but I'm trying to remember if that was the case. See, this would be a lot easier if I had knee drop. Because you can go straight down really fast. Where are you? Come on. Just jump down. Oh, wait. Thing's over here. Yeah, there he is. You gonna go behind me? Oh, what? Okay, one more round of that and that's it. I'm gonna start preparing for the next one. Restaurant man. There you are. Come on. There we go. You can pick up his machete if you want. It's actually a really good melee weapon. But it's kind of out of the way, so you very rarely rely on it. Unless you just happen to be in the area.
Help me.
Always close these doors.
Help me!
Come on, get up, get up. Yes, you're safe. I really wish that at this point, this book, instead of it being the survival book, it was the survival list book. The one that where it makes your
Follow me.
allies like crazy good. Oh no, I just remember something. So you need to have food for Ronald. So you have to go
Over there.
with food ready. I'm gonna get these guys over here. I'm gonna drop the nectar. I know I said always carry 1 nectar on you, but you know, I can just easily make it again up here. There's always food here, so always break that box if you ever need emergency food for whatever reason. Okay. We're gonna go get Ronald.
Follow
And we should make it in time for the survival. I'm sorry, the next story mission.
Go!
Just gotta make sure these morons don't get permanent. There we go.
Follow me! Come on! Come on! Come on!
Okay.
Come on! Over there!
Oh my god. Alright.
Follow me! Follow me! Go! Come on!
Alright. Now everyone's here. I'm gonna get Ronald real fast, and then we're gonna go drop them off. Alright, Ronald, you son of a bitch. Come bitch and complain over nothing.
Shit! Shit! Got it.
Take the picture for the XP.
Fantastic!
That is a lot. Hurry up. Oh no, I forgot he barricaded his door. I'm gonna see if he runs through the window that I broke in here right now, but if he doesn't, then I'll have to go around and bust down his gate for him. Maybe? Oh wow, that barricade really helped. Okay, so... Oh no. Okay, so... Ronald, you fucking moron, where are you? Oh my god, of course. Okay.
Follow me!
I think the next time that I run by Paradise, the next unmarked survivor is going to spawn. I forgot her name. The one that's being held by the cultists. Chop, chop, chop.
Over there!
Over here. Move, for the love of God. Okay.
Over there!
See, the smart thing would be they run. I'm not really worried about my own health. Like, I'd rather I get taken out by zombies than have to, like, watch these absolute geniuses run into a wall or into each other like that repeatedly.
Come on! Over there! Go!
All right, that's everybody. I guess if you were working on transmission area as well, you would just wait here until the thing was over. What? How does a zombie have iframes? Whatever. Replenish camera.
What are you doing?
3 p.m. One more game hour. I'm just gonna leave them there. I'm gonna go make some healing items while I'm at it. Out of all the mixed drinks, the ones that I highly recommend to like keep on you if you are gonna be using anything other than nectar is untouchable, which you can easily make here by just grabbing these 2 pies here. Just grab 2 and you can make 1 untouchable. Nectar, obviously. Quick Steps, which is dairy products, like 2 milks. That'll be my backup. In this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drink the nectar now to get the healing and get the queen bee. And then I'm going to leave the... I think someone's being held by a zombie. I just barely saw the edge of it. Come on. Come on. There we go. The really funny thing about this scene here is that we have 4 people and 3 zombies. And they're choosing to do nothing but stare at them. Now granted, I know that, like, you know, it's an old game and they're not very well programmed, but whatever, you know, like... Maybe I should give them something. Maybe they might do something if I give them something.
Roger.
What's happened? What's happened?
Alright, peons, entertain me. We got 30 minutes to just mess around. And I know what you're thinking, like, why don't I go do something else since I have the time? Problem is that Above the Law is kind of like a trap where if you are not ready to do it and you try to do it, you basically will screw yourself over. Because right now I have 4 survivors and Above the Law gives me 4, I believe. But in the same area where the bunny is, 2 unmarked survivors spawn. And they'll be basically active the entire time that Above the Law is active. So you have to decide, do you want to save everybody there in one go, or have to come back for the 2 people on the bunny? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the... Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to drop them off. And then I'm going to come back for everybody after the call for 3 o'clock for Isabella. Because after you take her down, her boss fight, you can pretty much do the next mission at any point you want, because hers is at midnight, and the other survivors before that, they're all in the entrance plaza, so you have a ton of time to take them down. Okay, so that's done. Okay.
Come on. Over there.
If I'm lucky, they'll all jump up. If I'm not, they're gonna do that. They'll never break out of that, by the way. You have to kind of force them out yourself, and then they'll hopefully fix it themselves. If not, then no. Actually, that reminds me. I don't remember if I took a picture. Yeah, okay. Make sure that if you haven't done it at the beginning, make sure you have a picture of that air duct. We'll need it for day 3. At the very end of day 3, but we'll still need it in day 3. And it's better to have it and forget about it than to need it and then realize, like, oh, I don't have it. Okay, so... now that I have another inventory slot, I can basically go one of 2 ways. I can get another book for the skateboard to have, like, God movement speed again, or I can get the damage book, the endurance book for the chainsaw, so that the chainsaws have 2 out of 3 slots. Because I'm still at level 2 endurance. I'm sorry, not endurance, movement speed. I'm gonna go with the let's get Jennifer out of here. Has a lot of people. Oh no. Well, at least it's Jennifer by herself. Like, this isn't gonna be too bad. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do this. Then I'm gonna go do the story mission. And then she pushed me. She pushed me. Give me your hand. Give me your hand and stop fucking pushing them. Oh my god. This is where those bees come in handy. If I had never played this game before and I experienced something like this, I would genuinely believe that like this game is just bad. But, you know, years of that, you realize like, you know what, it's part of the charm, I guess, of this game. Where like it's just something you deal with. You either like it for what it is, or you just leave it way before you get to this stage.
Go!
I know I didn't get the book for the skateboard earlier, which is fine. I just need to make sure that this is done first.
Follow me! Follow me!
There we go. The fight with Isabella isn't too bad either. Again, it's one of those, like, if you have the Mega Buster, use the Mega Buster. It's going to make your life a lot easier. But if you don't, melee works fine. You just got to make sure you don't get run over, because she can stun lock you in the air by just constantly juggling you as she's running. It reminds me a lot of Ghost Rider from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom. Okay, so for girl hunting, I have a ton of time. So now I definitely would go do Joe and the 5 survivors there. Let me just double check and make sure she's there. Yeah. The reason I haven't been called yet for the other survivors, the ones in Entrance Plaza, is because Above the Law and the unmarked survivors in Wonderland are taking up that space right now. So until I take care of them, I'm not going to get a call for them. As long as the Above the Law quest is still in blue, you're golden. Like, you don't have to worry about losing any survivors. So I'm gonna save here and not in Wonderland, because if something goes wrong, or like you need to double back, like get whatever you need to make sure you succeed in the mission, you want to make sure you're not in Wonderland, because one of the hidden traps, and I think I mentioned this before, but it's pretty important, is that you don't enter Wonderland once that quest is active until you need to. So like once you get the call for Above the Law, don't enter Wonderland at all, because what tends to happen... Oh shit. I just realized that I did enter earlier. Oh no. I think this might have failed. Well, it's not going to be failed, it's just there's going to be some survivors dead already. We'll see right now. 1, 2, 3. 3 out of the 4. Yeah, the 4th one's dead already. Yep. Yeah, so see, this is the... Oh, no, she's alive. Ha 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 ha. Oh, no, no, no. Come on, Joe. Easy peasy. 2 slashers, you back off. Easy as pie. Yeah. Either I didn't realize or I just got lucky. But yeah, don't enter the Wonderland Plaza once that quest is active, because what will happen is that she'll take one person out. It won't tell you that they died. They're just gone.
Are you all right? right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so all 4 are here, so we're golden. Now we're gonna save the people over here.
Come on. Over there.
So they won't fall until you knock them off yourself. You gotta either hit them or you gotta shoot them or whatever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give whoever I can a handgun. I think only Kay can take it. I think the rest you have to hold their hand. Okay, let's use it be here. Oops, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, go, go. There you go, Nick. That's it. That's the survivor spirit. This is gonna so break in here. It's absolutely gonna break. Oh, maybe not. Okay, let's get this. Let's get her down. Alright, Sally. Oh, come on. Here, have a hand. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want to hold your hand. Alright, Sally, get over there. Okay, so now that this is out of the way, I'm going to go do 2 things. I'm going to get another book, which is going to be the one for increased endurance for the chainsaw. I'm going to get the second chainsaw, and then I'm going to drag everybody back out of here. Probably replenish my skateboard while I'm at it. Let me see if I can, there we go. If I'm lucky, that'll work well. Like, it'll just straight up save a bunch of time. And then, you know, that's the end of that. Okay, so this is about to break. Normally, you don't want to endanger the survivors that way by having them run without you near them. But I think it should be fine in this case. I see someone got separated. That's pretty cool. I've never done that before. Where is she? Would be Sasha. I think she might be stuck on a wall. Yeah, she is. Oh no. She got out. So with those NPCs, their top movement speed, even if you hold their hand, it doesn't get better. So the only ones that do get faster are the ones where you, like, for the men, where you support them and you're running side by side. Like, those guys, they get faster. The women that you have to carry, those get faster as well. Okay, let's get you guys over there. I'm gonna keep using this until it breaks. The other book for endurance on the chainsaw is the engineering book. It's over in the Paradise Plaza. What I really like is the 6 most important books. 4 are in Paradise, and then 4 are in 4 in Paradise. So 2 for skateboard and 2 for chainsaw, and then 2 in Wonderland. Again, 1 for skateboard and then 1 for chainsaw. I'm gonna save again because I don't want to deal with that abomination.
Come on. Over there.
So once this is done, I'm gonna then go to the entrance plaza and deal with the bosses there. But before that, I should make a nectar. I'm in a good enough spot where I can carry a nectar. Actually, I'm gonna drink the nectar and I'm gonna make a bee. I should always carry one on me just to be safe. One of the things I always try to do with my inventory is to separate them appropriately, because I don't know if you can see, but I have 2 books in between the chainsaw and then the rest after that. I want to make sure that when I'm using items, I'm not having to scroll through too many items to get to what I need immediately. Like for example, if I needed a bee, I should only be pressing left or right on my item switch once or two times at most to make sure that I'm not like screwing myself over by like having to sift through like 5 items in a row before I can get to the item that I really want because it's in the middle of a bunch of other items. And if at any point you need to like reorganize your oh my god, your inventory, just drop it on the ground and then you know, make your adjustments. Oh no, 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 no. This is really bad. Like, that should not be happening. That was a mistake 100% on my end. Okay, so the majority of the survivors are here. How in the hell? Oh my... How is this even possible? Nick, shut the fuck up and jump over now. Oh my god. Nick, you fucking moron. Get the... Oh my god. Get up. Get up. No one died, right? 36, no. So... Definitely don't go into the entrance plaza. Nick, you mother... Oh my god. I think I'm screwed. I don't know how he got in there. Get up. Jesus Christ. Jump, Nick, please. Oh. See, this is why we save. Like, had that been a critical moment for me, and like, because of that it fails, then you have to have that backup save. Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
Follow me. Come on.
Okay, so
Follow me.
one of the things I really hate about those survivors that I'm lugging right now is that
Over there.
they ram into each other a lot and they stun each other, and I can hear them running into each other right now. Oops. That's 3 out of 6. Oh, of course. I'm fairly certain that happened because they ran into each other and caused the zombie to like get caught in front of them. You see that loop she did right there? She wanted to add a little trick
Follow me.
to her straight line run.
Go.
Yeah, this is probably going to be the most complicated part of the run right here. Just getting these morons to come up. And can they do it? They're trying. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. They need my help now. All right, get you up there. No. Just jump, please. There you go. There you go. Okay, stupidity overcame these two. There we go. There we go. All right, finally.
Follow me.
I know I haven't said this in a while, but try not to run into them where like Frank's pushing them. Just jump over them like this. Because if you push them too much, they defect, and you basically just wasted your time at that point. Especially when you're at on the home stretch. All right. Let's save, so we never have to deal with that again until the next time we decide to play this game.
Okay.
Okay, so I have inventory of 9 now, so I can choose to either get another book for the skateboard or get another book for the chainsaw. Luckily, they're both going to be in the same area if you've been getting the ones from the Wonderland. So at this point, it really is up to you to decide which you want more. Like 2 books on a skateboard it's pretty good. It's not what I would feel comfortable with, because 3 books on a skateboard is just god tier. But a 3-tier chainsaw is just, you know, no one's gonna tell you, oh yeah, it's not a good alternative. It's a fantastic alternative. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the triple chainsaw. So I'm gonna get a car right now. Actually, did I get it already? Antique lover, girl hunting, photographer's bride. No, I haven't gotten the call yet. So I'm gonna wait until I get the last call for the entrance plaza, which is the 2 friends. And while that happens, I'm gonna go to Bachman's and get the last book for the engineering book, basically. There's the last call. I'm gonna get that right now. There we go. Now you would go to the entrance, so you can get everybody in one go. It's horror novel. I don't think it was this one. No, it's not. It's engineering. I think it's right here. Interior design? Nope. Where's engineering? I know it's around here. There it is. Okay. If you wanted to, you can also go get another chainsaw right now, but 1 level 3 chainsaw, that's just... It's a lot. Like, this is gonna pretty much last me the rest of the game if I use it, you know, properly. Again, if you wanted to be safe and, like, not risk health or whatever, then you can go, you know, get extra healing or get another chainsaw, whatever. These guys are annoying more than they are difficult. So again, you go at them with the skateboard just to get to them quick, but you're gonna get stun locked by 2 out of the 3 while you try to kill the 3rd, and just take them out as fast as you can. Ba-da-da. Nice try, Jack. Yeah, you did. You got me good. Thomas, don't run, please. Roger, my man. Come here. I gotta give you a hand. Yeah, Daddy's dead. Alright, Jackie boy. Jack, please don't. Jack, no. There we go. Yeah. Go see your brother right now. Alright. Now that that's done, we're going to go do 2 things. We are going to jump straight down into this little kid's shop, so we can talk to Jolie. Come on. Yeah. Nice story. Please, hurry up. Oh my god. This is what I love about this game. Alright. Let me take the chips while I'm here, actually. Yeah, so we always gotta make sure you talk to Jolie first. Otherwise, her friend, Rachel, isn't gonna talk to you. Alright. So she'll join us right now. Now that we have her, we're gonna go get, I think his name was Wade? The guy that was in the cosmetic shop. That was pinned down by the snipers. Wayne. Mr. Wayne over here. Alright, so once he's joining us, then we're going to get the guy in the antique shop, and then the whole group's going to go to get Rachel. And then we all go back to the entrance. I'm sorry, the security room. What I really like about Wayne is that he completely takes Frank at his word and just runs straight into the open. You know? Frank could have been completely lying to him, and he would have found out very fast. Oh, no, give me that. Oh, no, that's not good, that's not good. Yeah, I always try to have a backup melee weapon if possible, so that if that happens... Oh, no. Oh, speed to the rescue. I need you to give me my weapon back. Here.
on.
I'm not too worried about speed here. That's why I'm not really using the skateboard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them right here because I have to bring the older guy whose name I always forget. I think it might be Albert. We'll find out right now.
Not a chance.
Floyd. I was so wrong there. Alright, Floyd. Let's see if you have what it takes to be the next heavyweight champion. Blah, blah, blah. If I remember right, there are 1, 2, 3, I believe 3 more pairs of unmarked survivors. But they're fairly easy to get because you get a lot of downtime in the story. Jesus Christ, they're speaking so much. Oh wait, I think I'm just supposed to leave him here actually. Yeah, that little mutiny he tries to do there, you got to make sure you take care of that before he, you know, takes everybody with him. Okay, so I got 2 katanas. Yes, I do. I think I might have to drop an item. Yep. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that took a lot longer than I remember. Yeah, I did not realize you had to speak to them that much. Finally, I have the knee drop. One of the most important skills in your skill set. Alright, Wayne. Let's go.
Follow me!
Get
Follow
away
me!
from me!
Okay, so while they talk... Do I have any food on me? I don't.
Fantastic.
20,000 XP. Oh my goodness.
You're so kind.
I'm sorry.
Again, I'm not worried about the girl hunting. Like, that quest, once you start it,
Follow me!
even if you run out of time in the middle of the quest, as long as it's not midnight, you'll be fine. Because as soon as it's midnight, you would have to be at the next place in the North Plaza anyway.
Follow me!
So you have plenty of time. Okay, so the one thing I'm trying to remember, because I didn't bring my notes with me for this run, so I'm just kind of going off of memory, is when the next set of survivors spawn. Like, I think after you save Isabella, it's the survivors in the theater. Like, as you're running back with Isabella, you get the call for them. Okay.
Over there!
I'm gonna use those chips to feed Ronald McDonald. Okay, Floyd.
Follow me! Follow me! Follow me! Come on!
Okay, I'm gonna get over and over here.
Over there!
That I did, sir. That I did. Rachel, run. Okay.
Come on!
Run, Floyd, run. Damn, the man's a trooper. Okay.
What are we doing here?
Where are they going?
Follow me! Follow me!
I don't remember if that's one of their normal bugs where they just start running in a straight line until something stops them.
Go!
Everyone should be there.
Follow me! Come on!
What the hell? That could have gone really bad. Only because they did that.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
I'm not worried about Floyd. I'll go back home.
Go!
You go that way. Okay, Floyd's good.
I really owe you
I
one.
got you. This will definitely bump me up to 29. Maybe even 30.
Yeah. Follow me! Come on! Follow me!
What time is it? About to be 8.
Go! I really owe you one.
Alright. Okay. Huh. He's that age. Oh, nice. 30 and a half. Okay, so let's save. Oh, no. I'm gonna take care of Ronald first before I forget.
Okay.
Yeah. Ronald McDonald had a farm of a bunch of idiots who wanted... I don't know what runs with that. If anyone knows, just type it in the comments.
Just leave it to me.
I understand. What's happened?
Roger. Roger.
What's happened?
Roger.
Yes.
I think I got another picture out of this.
Just leave it to me.
Well, maybe not.
Roger.
Okay, come on. Mutiny averted. Okay, so now I'm gonna save.
Just leave it to me.
Some of the passive
Just leave it
side
to me.
quests, like from the other survivors, like for example, Floyd wants you to get him some wine,
Just leave it to
and
me.
Cheryl, who I haven't saved yet, she wants to take, wants you to take pictures of her, and then Simone, which I won't be able to save this run because of she has to. You have to progress the story far enough to be able to get Simone. So, but if she was alive, which you would need to, you would need her for transmissionary, but she would ask for like a pistol or something like that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to go do girl hunting now, so the main story mission. Do I have a nectar? I don't. This is fine, I guess. I'm gonna go pick up the other book, the one for sports, so I can get a level 3 skateboard. Okay, so let's get sports book. Let me drop that book and put it over here. There we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna make the neck. Oh, no. That move there can stun lock you. Like, they just keep juggling you in the air, and it can kill you. I've had it happen to me before, and it's the worst thing to experience. Because you're like, okay, it'll be fine, you know, one hit. No, you just keep getting juggled like some... It's a fucking fighting game. Okay, let me get the B. Okay. So, yeah, I didn't want Nectar for the health. I just wanted it for the, Oh, no. Ooh, thank you. Had he dusted me there, I would have been so upset. That would have sucked really bad. Okay, but let's go do girl hunting now. You can also pick up or replace your chainsaw, whatever you want, you know. If you're running in the air, you might as well. There's really no point to not have a fully stocked chainsaw when you're running by. I'm actually surprised that day 2 went as well as it did. Like normally I struggle so much with day 2, and it's because it's really the hardest day, like I said. In my opinion, at least. You know, I'm pretty sure like there's some speedrunner strats or whatever to like really make it easy, like no effort easy. Out of the way. Okay, let me get the skateboard. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, now that I have knee drop, I can technically just jump from any height and just knee drop down. You take no damage when you use that move, and you land on like hard surfaces. But I haven't had it in so long that I completely forgot about it, so I've just been using the skateboard. It's gonna heal real fast before I go do Isabella. I hope one day Capcom decides to revisit this franchise. Like I know that, like Resident Evil is their zombie horror child now, like especially with the success of the 7 and onward. But this series, like at least to me, has a really special value. You know, like the first one, sleeper hit because the jank aside, the idea of zombies in a mall, like it's a good one. You know, like the Dawn of the Dead and you know a bunch of those like movies where you have society collapse and like that mix of what used to be and the horror of now. It works very well. Oh no. Isabella can also stun lock you. I've never heard that yell before. Quit driving the freaking motorcycle. Watch, I'm gonna stand still and she's gonna just do like laps around me. Come on. Whoops. Nice. Okay, that's over with. Now you have free time again until basically 12. So at this point, if you want to take down Cletus, if you haven't done so already, you definitely can. You should have enough health to do it. But I would save here though. Like just save here, then go take on Cletus if you want. With the extra damage you do from melee, you should be able to take them down a handful of swipes. And then at that point, if you wanted to have firearms easily available, then they'll be there until the next trio of survivors take over. I'm gonna heal right now real fast with the milk here. I know technically you can take down Cletus at any point with using the sniper spawn, the sniper rifle spawn right next to the entrance. But because you never really have a reason to be in this area except for the downtime in day 1 and now, basically, which is the downtime of day 2, you really, you know, you can choose to do it whenever you want, essentially, at those 2 moments. So you can, if you do have the firearms for this, you can just use that. If you don't, then you can take them down with melee, but you have to approach them from the right side of the map. Well, not the map, the right side of the screen. Oh, I could have sworn there was a sniper spawn here. I guess not. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so as soon as you spawn, run to the right. You want to go to the next one. So yeah, the one I'm at right now is a bad one. This is the one you want to stand on. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on. That's fine. Either last or... There we go. Perfect. And the hunting shack is now open. At this point, if you made it this far without really depending on weapons, like firearms and whatnot, then you should be fine. Like, you don't really need anything here. It's just because you have the time and you want to give yourself that opportunity to be able to get them if you need them before now and when the next set of survivors spawn in. Because once the day 3 survivors, the ones that require the security air duct picture, once they spawn in, they would have removed Cletus out of that store anyway. And you would have no reason to come back to this area at all. So, you know, it wouldn't have been in your favor to... Oh. I didn't even realize I had the roundhouse kick. So, here's how you do it. So, normally you have to jump in the air, and then as you land, you hit, you know, your kick button, attack button, so you can do this kick. Oh, hold on. There we go. That. But you can also use that kick to cancel your roll animation, so that you have more time. You lessen the recovery frames. So I'm gonna roll forward right now, and then at the end of that second roll, if you tap your attack button again, you can cancel it like that. So you basically have your roll into a kick. It's very good to stop the animation and to give yourself, you know, defense by kicking an enemy. It takes a little bit of practice, but once you get the timing down, it's very consistent. So right there. Oh, no. Oops. Let's try it one more time. Right here. There we go. Yeah, so now there's just downtime. I don't have a lot of downtime like last time. I only have 2 game hours, which is 10 real minutes, I believe. I could be wrong. So I'm just going to make a cut. If you wanted to do transmission area as well, don't wait in here. Don't even wait in the North Plaza. Wait anywhere but the North Plaza until Otis gives you that call. I tend to go back to the Wonderland Plaza, and I get on top of one of the elevated kiosks, like the perfume kiosk where the apples are. I just tend to wait there. It's close enough that, like, if you need to run back or skateboard back, you can super fast. Or, you know, just save every few minutes there because the restroom's right next to that kiosk. Let me go over there right now. Whoops. Yeah, so this would be the kiosk you would wait at right here. Just climb back up here. That way the masked guys don't accidentally walk in your area too. But yeah, I'm just going to wait here. I'm just going to make a cut so that, you know, don't have to wait here watching this. Okay, so I'm actually going to cut back into it just 30 minutes before the start of the next story mode mission. The reason for that is I just want to, you know, show that I'm going to get the chainsaw. Just replace the one that I've been using. We're getting close to the point of finishing your story mode if you're going to go for Saint. Depending on whether or not you're doing this as a follow along for a level 50 or higher, or if you did a level 1 like I did, you may decide to... Oh, nice, I can actually carry 2 now. Whenever I have 2 like this, I like to separate them a little bit so that I know which one's which. But back to what I was saying. The choice to either end the game at ending B and focus on Saint, or if you feel confident that you can do Saint, Transmissionary, True Ending to get into overtime mode, which is doable, just like I said before, very, very hard. You're coming to the point where you have to make the decision what you want. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to do Saint. I'm not really going to worry about the other ones because I think I already missed a few calls anyway, so not that big of a deal for me. So let me see what my time is right now. Yeah, so you would wait for the call if you're doing transmissionary. The next mission is to take Isabella to the security room. And you're going to get Kendall as a survivor to help you out as there. And then as you're doing that mission, you're going to get a call for the theater survivors. You have to go save them from the cult. And then you get the best book in the game for survivors, which makes them, you know, a firing squad when you give them firearms. And then you're going to get a handful of other survivor quests into day 3. Personally, I think the best thing to do is once you drop off Isabella, you end the story mode there. Do you have to? No. You can keep going. But if you're really going for Saint on an easier time, I would end it there and try to get rank B. Because that guarantees you a bunch of survivors that you would lose if you continue the story. And the only way to counteract that is to, you know, fully beat the game and get rank A. Or S, I think it was. Okay, time to go over to Isabella. Yeah, that was the call for 12 o'clock for the survivors in the theater. Yeah, there it is. I think one time I've tried to do the survivors while carrying Isabella, so I took everybody in one go. Can you do it? Yes. Should you do it? More than likely not. It's really unforgiving for players. Alright, Kendall. Ah. And I realize I'm calling him Kendall. Because he's basically a useless plastic doll is what he is. I used to think he was one of the best survivors because he was like spot on. But he's only slightly better than useless.
Right.
Oh, no. Oh my god.
Okay. Follow me. Come on.
Okay. So what I'm actually gonna give it a go, see how it goes, because you get a save point right here. Just save Isabella there. I'm gonna lose one of the chainsaws, and that's completely fine. I just don't have the inventory for it, because like when I pick her up, I'm gonna drop it. Save here.
Son of a bitch. Follow me. Come on. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me. Go.
Cut my way through this. Whoa, what the hell? That's another scream I've never heard in like forever. I'm gonna save the B because I'm gonna try the okay.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
He took a beating. I just realized he lost over a fourth of his health. And Isabella, who's been, you know, has no weapons. She's lost an eighth of her health. Now that I think about it, I actually don't quite remember if this quest, if you run out of time, it fails the quest. I don't remember. I think so. There's only a handful of quests, like, if the timer runs out, it doesn't automatically fail. This doesn't seem like one of them. Alright, let's take her.
Follow me.
The Sean fight, I remember, is kind of annoying. Oh, whoops.
Follow me.
And again, this isn't something I would recommend you do under normal circumstances. It's probably smarter to leave them alone.
Follow me. Go.
I'm gonna put him here. I know the zombies spawn here once you clear the area out. There's just a ton of cultists back here, so they should be relatively safe. One thing I don't know is if they actually knock you out while you're here. Okay, I can get 2 cuts in. This is good for me, actually. Let's go, Sean. One more. There we go. So after you take Sean out, make absolute sure you save Cheryl first. Like, if you don't save her first, they all get in front of the door and it's just a nightmare to deal with. I see Kendall's getting hit by something. I think it's the zombies.
Thanks.
Hurry up. Once you have that book in your hands, survivors are absolutely useful. Okay, we gotta make sure that doesn't happen. Kendall, why are you here? Oh my god. Oh my god. That is just bad. Okay, so I'm gonna have to load that. Okay, now that we're back here, thankfully I just made a cut, so we didn't have to rewatch the entirety of that run back here. But now that we're back here, that first fight went surprisingly well, like a lot better than I thought it was supposed to go. I just have to make sure that these dumbasses don't get caught again. So what I'm going to do differently this time is I'm actually going to bring them with me so that they're basically right at the door with me. That way the distance that they have to travel as soon as I'm in there and Sean's been taken down isn't as far as what it was the first time around. I think that's where I failed. I'm gonna Okay, that's taken care of.
Follow me. Come on. Come on. Follow me.
If this works, while it is a harder strategy because you're risking yourself to all of this, it might actually just be a much more efficient one. Kendall, you stupid son of a bitch, hurry up. There might be a leaf blower in the background, so I might be editing my audio here and there. Oh. Wow. That was a very good surprise. I was not expecting that. Kendall, please. This is not what I was expecting. This is not... Oh my god. Come on, come on, come on. This is fine. This is fine. This is very fine, actually. Yeah.
Are you all right?
Yeah, actually, this worked
Are
out.
you all right?
Okay, so there's not a lot of time still, so I'm still a little bit worried about the time. Even though we got them all out of here, I'm worried that something stupid's gonna happen on the way there. Like, when you carry too many people on this day, they just start running into every possible obstacle.
Hey! Yeah.
Come on, we don't have all day here. Come on.
Thank you.
Oh my god. Okay, there we go. So I would give this sword to one of the survivors. Doesn't matter who, just somebody. Ooh, go that way. There we go. I'm gonna need that bee very, very soon.
Come on. Go.
Get away from me!
Just give everybody what you can. Like, don't even worry about the efficiency of the weapon. Just give them something. When you have that survivor book, it's just so good that, like, you're doing yourself a disservice by not giving them something. I'm gonna sacrifice the skateboard because I don't need that right now. I have to carry Isabella because she's very slow.
Come on. Follow me.
You really only need to carry the book when you have survivors. So if at any point you don't have any, or you reach the last set of survivors that you never have to, you know, lug them around anymore, then just get rid of the book. See, right now I feel very confident with my time and just how efficient that was, that I would be willing to save here and risk it. Because worst case, I can just leave everybody behind and just take Isabella with me to continue the story, if it came down to something like that. So actually, that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna save right now real fast. And again, this segment here is completely optional. Like, I would normally recommend you do this right after delivering Isabella and Kendall, not during. Like this is the first time for me, to be honest. Like, I haven't really ever done this. Where is she? There she is. There she is.
Okay. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me.
Yeah, it's unfortunate it's like that with the collision that they do to each other. Like, they crash into each other and then they cause themselves to stagger.
Over there.
I'm gonna run as far as I possibly can, leave Isabella somewhere safe, and then get everybody else to come along. So I'm gonna go up to this spot here, put her here, and just cut my way in. I almost exclusively recommend that you go on the left side towards the restrooms because of how dangerous it is in the more open spots, especially on this day when the zombies oh my god. Give me the goddamn shotgun, please. I hate the shotgun so much in Survivor hands. Like, that always happens.
Come on. Come on. Follow me. Over there.
Okay, so where's the group? There. Yeah, so that request right there is not as important. So if you don't ever bring him wine, nothing happens. I know what you're thinking. Why aren't they moving? It's because there's really only one way to describe it. They're fucking stupid. So this was gonna happen no matter what. Like the fact that Isabella's with us doesn't change anything. It's just this was always gonna happen. Did they move? Everyone but her. Okay. Please just move. You don't need to fight them. I'm now worried that Kendall's not gonna make it, so I'm going to, or Cheryl for that matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push them forward as much as I possibly can so that they're right next to the stairs.
Go!
Isabella being back there is completely okay. Like, you don't need to worry about her. I think that's the only good thing about the way the story NPCs were programmed. Like, they're given a little bit more immunity to zombie aggression than normal. So that whenever they do get spotted by zombies, they're more forgiving. But only for story NPCs. I need you guys over there. Whoops. You know, it's funny. I'm actually finding this a lot easier than when I had the Mega Buster. Like, the Mega Buster should be like the equalizing weapon, you know, the thing that makes everything easy, but in a lot of ways it doesn't. Come on, just keep running. Oh my god. Anybody in danger? There we go. Just go, please. Yeah, I made it. Unless something goes horribly wrong upon opening this door, which is, I guess, always possible.
What are you thinking?
Follow me!
There is this kind of a warping here that happens when you get close enough to this edge here. It doesn't actually yeah, there we go. It warps you into the room, and it pulls some of the NPCs with you. Not all of them, but it'll pull a good chunk of them. So hopefully I got most of them, if not, you know, all of them. Or maybe I did get all of them. We'll see right now. I leveled up quite a bit here. This went exceptionally well. Like, I'm really, really surprised how well that went. Like, this should not have happened, but it went very well. At this point, you can basically make the decision. Do you want to continue the story and get Saints on top of doing the story, or do you want to just do ending B and just focus on getting that one just out of the way, you know? Because once you get Saint, which is the hardest one, well, yeah, honestly, I think Saint is the hardest achievement in this game. Easier than it's easier to get 7 Day Survivor. But yeah, you can basically decide, because if you want to get ending B, this is a perfect place to stop the story, like right here, and that allows you to not have to worry about, you know, having to like fight the Carlito fight and a bunch of other crap. Yeah, so right here, I'm gonna say for ending B, if you're going for ending B, just end the story here. Like, you don't really need to force yourself to go after the real ending. But if you're a higher level, you definitely could. Like, it's definitely an option for you as well. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a skateboard, and I'm going to head over to the gun shop again, because that's where the next pair of survivors are, the next 3. I will need a nectar. Not a nectar, but the bee. At least one. Yeah, so we have to get... We have to save Gil. We have to get the 3 survivors in the gun shop. Then once we take care of all of them, you can either get Gil first or you can get the people in the gun shop first. Really up to you. Personally, I find it much easier to get the people in the gun shop first because they're armed to an extent. You know, they're still stupid idiots, but you know, you don't have to worry about giving them weapons because they already have them. And then you take all of them to get Gil, and then once you have all 4, then you know, take them all back to a security room. But this, I'm gonna change the strategy on this one. I'm gonna go get Gil first because he's by himself, and you know, you're carrying one person as opposed to leading the 3 Stooges with you. So I'm gonna get him, and he's super easy to get. All you gotta do is just talk to him a few times. Then after you talk to him, all you have to do is just leave for a second, and he just follows you. Oh my god. I'm about to take them out just on principle. Okay, you hit me again, you're dead. Okay. Alright, Gil's here. Don't mind if I join you, Gil? Okay. So he's another one of the survivors that you need to give him support, otherwise he doesn't move at all. And if you really wanted to get the wine for Floyd, it's right here as well. You get so much of it then. Some free XP. Okay, I think that's the last line of conversation for him. Yeah, that is. Okay. So I'm gonna grab wine here. I'm gonna drop the sports book because I need to have an empty slot for there we go. Did I just give him wine? No. He just drank the one he had. Okay, so now that that's done, we're going to do the next 3 survivors. Okay. Luckily, by having, you know, Gil in your arms, he gives you some immunity to zombies. Right now, it's gonna say that the truth has fallen to darkness. Whatever. That's perfectly fine. Like, this is a great way to return to game. Make sure you don't accidentally hit load game or save and exit or whatever. Because then, oh my lord, that when I said at the beginning of the video where I said that I was watching one of my favorite streamers, Bakasuit, he accidentally saved status and quit, so he lost his file. He was really early in the game, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But had you accidentally done that here, you know, saved and quit and you basically deleted your story progression, that would have been the absolute worst on a Saint run. Like, that's a problem that doesn't need to exist, that exists. Alright, it's gonna take a while actually. Like, it's fine. We have an infinite amount of time now, so we gotta do these 4 people, and then we're gonna get the call for the 2 survivors in Wonderland later on in the day. The one for Paul. Oh no. I may have made a mistake. It's gonna be the psychopath Paul, his 2 captives, the one man who's bit in the cosmetic shop in the Wonderland, and then the older lady, I forget her name, Sarah, I think her name was Sarah. But yeah, once you get them, they will be near the end of the survivors. And the absolute last ones, the last 2 you would get is Simone, which I can't get anymore because of the fact that I'm choosing Barnaby over her. And what's it called? I forget his name. Todd. I think his name is Todd. The guy who's being held captive by Kent on day 3. Oh, that reminds me. He also has a hidden trap. So if you're playing... So the quest itself is going to tell you have like 12 hours. I mean, sorry, 6 hours to do it once it starts. You only have 5 minutes to get to him. Because if you're late than 5 minutes after you're supposed to be there at noon, he dies. And you basically lose that survivor. I don't know why they made it that way. I mean, I guess in the context of the quest, it makes sense. You know, like it's supposed to be like, oh yeah, he's gone completely insane. All right, Gil. Stay over there, Gil. I got some wood to chop. Okay, let's get down here. So you gotta slowly walk up. They're gonna blast you for a second. Just roll away when you start blasting you. Ah. There we go. So whatever you do, like for example here, that zombie is too close for comfort. I'm gonna kill it. So whatever you do, do not let them get hit, and don't hit them yourself, because if you do, they permanently become hostile. And they're gone at that point, basically. So yeah, this is where that photo from way earlier is going to come in handy. Those are way too close for comfort. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to risk it. Kill, you idiot. I told you to stay over there. I think it's because of the book. Blah, blah, blah.
Right.
If you were following along, there is I don't know if it's a bug or not, but if you have a picture of the air duct from a previous playthrough that's already been used, like you got to this point, you got these survivors to join you, you showed them the picture, it becomes unusable for another playthrough. And the only way to convince them to join you is to take a new
Come on.
picture of the air duct on a new file, on that new file, whatever the next run is.
Over there.
Oh my god. By the way, those dumb AI are not going to have the ability to get out of there. They're going to be infinitely stuck in that.
Uh-huh.
Spot it along. Okay, so that's the one for
Go to hell.
Paul and his 2 captives. So I'm going to wait until I get the call for the guy in the shop. Because when he spawns in, the old lady's going to spawn in too. The one that's on top of the soccer ball. Actually, here, let me give you a shotgun. You don't.
What's happening here? Come on. Follow me. Follow me.
There we go. Looks like I can't give her the shotgun. That's fine, I guess.
Follow me.
When you're running through a horde of them like this, be extremely careful when you have allies that have guns. When you have that book, because they just start blasting and they don't care what they hit. They, in their eyes, shooting something is considered helping. That's cleared. This is bad. This is really bad. Okay.
Over there.
Get them over there. I'm not too worried if they get stuck there, so
Go.
I'm gonna move up a little bit more. I love how, like, instead of just going around... Actually, this might work. I'd rather her have that than not be useful at all. The pistol's just god-awful.
Come on. Follow me.
Yes, I got shot in the back with a shotgun. And this is why you should never, ever, ever, ever give him a shotgun. Like, ever. If you have the chance, don't give him a shotgun. I was pressing B there to get off of him. Alright. Brett's all the way back there. I don't know how, but he is. Oh my god. Where's the B? Is that the B? No, it's right here. Please move. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are you standing there when the marker's back here?
Over there.
Oh my god.
Follow me.
Oh, look at that. They just shot himself.
Follow me. Follow me. Follow me.
I don't remember if it was this game or if it was a different game. But there was a game where once an NPC got swarmed by zombies, if they had a firearm and they were like less than a certain amount of health, they executed themselves. It could have been this game. I think it was this game.
Over there.
One of the reasons I really depended on kickflip is that I never had to carry weapons. Alright, I need you guys to go over there now. Please move. Let's go, buddy.
Follow me! Follow me! Follow me! Come on! Come on!
Okay, so we're almost past the hard part. Like almost past it. At this point, I'm gonna heal them. Every single one of them. I don't trust that they'll make it without being healed. Plus, I can also use another bee.
Over there!
Why would you run back and... Oh my god. This is what I mean. Like, everything can be 100% fine, and the AI will always find a way. I think I have enough, here, They just shot me. I don't remember if this was one of the ones where you can't take their guns, so you can't heal them. I'm gonna find out right now.
Yes.
Well, you can. Perfect.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I need you to give me that chainsaw. You are worthless. I'm gonna heal them too. Okay, gonna heal Gil.
Uh-huh.
Time to heal Jonathan.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. I think he got hurt when his buddy shot him in the back.
Yes.
Whatever.
Come on! Over there!
He's good enough health that he should make it. If he doesn't make it, then... Oh, yeah, he's 50% health.
Right.
So at this point, like, you don't need to wait. Just blast him.
Okay.
Just blast him. You don't... See, Brett's got the right idea. Johnny over here,
Follow me! Come on!
he's teaching us why most people shouldn't have a gun.
Over there!
Okay, so I don't trust him anymore. This is gonna go really bad, so...
Go!
Oh my god. It's alright, Gil. It's alright. I got you, man.
Follow me! Come on! Over there!
Oh my god.
Over there!
Go, Gil, go. Alright, let's get out of here, guys. If you wanted Brett's machine gun, you can get it from here. Just give him like another item or another healing item. Because you don't get one in the base game. That's the only one that appears in the base game. Because by the time this... Actually, no, that's not true. You have to wait till the soldiers appear, but they don't appear until like the very end of the game. Like,
Over there!
or do they? I don't remember. Trying to think if the soldiers appear... If they only appear in overtime mode. There we go. Alyssa's coming. Oh my god. Come on. We're about to watch some stupid stuff go down. This is why I didn't go in there. See my boy Gil there? He's got no weapon and he's still going in there. Look at him. Man's a soldier. Oh my god. I'm really glad the NPCs cannot take themselves out. Like if one shot the other on accident for whatever reason, sheer stupidity, bad programming, whatever.
Over there!
If they did that and it took them out, oh dear god, this game would be like one of the worst games to play. Like everything else could be great, but that one aspect of it would have made it like the fucking unplayable game. If you wanted to experience that aspect of the game. You can still ignore all of it and just play the story, and I think you should still be fine.
Get away from me.
All right.
No way.
Not in a million years. Forget it. Forget it.
All right.
Serious?
No way.
Now, if you wanted to get that XP from Gil, you know, just give him the wine here. I'm not sorry, not Gil, Floyd.
Get it. What are we doing here?
No.
Not in a million years.
No.
Thanks.
Here is your wine.
Serious?
Oh no.
I really owe you one.
What are you thinking? Roger.
Okay.
Let me see what the survivor count is at right now. Notebook. 46. So we need 4 more survivors and you'll get Saint. And there is 3, 4, 5. There's 5 more. Well, 6. 6 more technically. So you can afford to lose 2 more survivors and still get Saint. So we have Paul that needs to be done. And then we have the one that we're waiting for in the Wonderland as well. Because once we get the call for him, then the older survivor, Sarah, I think her name was, on the soccer ball, who's an unmarked survivor, will spawn in as well. So yeah, we got some more downtime until the next quest. I'm trying to think if I'm going to need this book. The survivor book. So that they become more aggressive. Like, that book really doesn't work with firearms. Like, it's meant to be used with melee. Like, when you give survivors one-shot melee weapons and that book, oh my god, it is the funniest thing to see in the world. Give them katanas, give them swords, like the long blades or the machete. And they do work. Like, it's a symphony of blood is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna get this katana. I'm trying to remember where some of the other better books are. What was this one? Edge weapons. Entertainment. Ability. Okay, so I'm gonna get the skateboard. I'm probably just gonna edit this part out. There's not a lot gonna go on until I get the next call. I think it's at 9 in the morning. 6, 7. I think it might have been at 8. I'm not too sure. I'll probably just make the cut to the next part that actually has more stuff going. This part's just boring. It's just me running around. Oh, got a new call. That's it. That's the call I was waiting for. Okay, that's it. So now we can finish up the survivors here. Because this is going to have 3, this is going to be 4. The unmarked is 5, and then with Todd here, 6. I'm actually kind of glad because I didn't have to do much in terms of waiting. It was probably only going to be like a 2, maybe 3 minute gap from when I said I was going to make the cut to now. I'm going to save again, so it hasn't even been that long. Okay, so for this, we're definitely going to do Kent. I'm not sorry, not Kent. Paul first, because he's really, really annoying. Like, the son of a bitch is... If you let him run, he will run. You know, normally you just blast him one time with the a handful of times with the Mega Buster, and that's the end of that. But he's gonna run. He's a runner. Do I have room for that flamethrower, fire extinguisher? I'll just drop the chainsaw for a second, or the katana actually. Maybe the skateboard. I'm gonna drop the skateboard. Yeah.
Anybody there?
There's Susan. I think she'll be fine if I leave her there. I'm just gonna leave her there. I think she'll still be up there. If not, then I'll just load. No need to worry about that. Alright, let's do this. Come on, Paul. Buddy boy.
Here's a present for you.
Oh my god. I made a mistake by leaving the skateboard behind. Paul, don't you dare! You long-haired bastard. There we go. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, never forget what I said. If you have the skateboard on you, keep it on you. Otherwise, he's gonna outrun you. Actually, let me
Fantastic.
take a picture of that. Holly boy. This part always worries me because I can never tell if it's working or not. I'm gonna give him the katana. This is also another reason that I highly recommend you skip the story mode for these for Saint, because you don't have to worry about trying to, you know, crunch
I'm on it.
with all of this. This is just an absolute nightmare. Out of the way.
Follow me. Follow me.
Yeah, Susan's. Oh, Susan, not Sarah. I guess I can give one of them a chainsaw weapon, and then I can give the other one. Here, you take that. I'm gonna go get another one.
Got it.
I'm gonna take one of these pistols too, just so they can have something instead of just standing around. Oh wow, I'm getting frame drop here. Jesus Christ, it's a bloodbath. Oh. I love how the... Oh my god. Do I have a healing item for them? Oh my god. No, 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 no. Come here, come here.
Over there.
Get away from me. Why are you coming towards me? I don't know what's about to happen. Here, maybe giving you that was a bad idea. I need to heal her. Like, she is...
Go.
She put herself in a position where if I don't heal her right now, it's gonna end terribly for me. Luckily, we're right next to the food court, so I'm gonna get them to go over there.
Go.
Okay, you guys stay there. Let's talk to Leroy Jenkins over here.
My apologies. Sorry about that. My apologies.
I like how he got bit. He knows he's bit, and he doesn't really react in the way of someone getting bit in a zombie apocalypse should.
You got it. Come on! Come on! Over there!
That may be a mistake right there, sending him that way. Okay, perfect.
Follow me! Come on! Go!
So my first goal here is to heal Mindy. Like, she had a little brief moment of stupidity and she just ran straight at me when I'm swinging around the chainsaw, so...
Over there!
I'm not gonna go through the park. Like, the park's way too dangerous. Look at that. Ignoring my... Oh my god. But by the way, that's normal actually. Like it's just the way the game's programmed where like they prioritize Frank until they touch Frank, and then after they touch Frank, they follow the marker when you place it on them.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure it's a bug, but
I'm on
you know, it's just, what are you gonna do? Try to fix the game from 2006 and 2023? Yeah, not happening.
You got it. Okay.
Alright. Now I know what you're thinking. How is the park less dangerous than the Alfresca?
Go!
And to be perfectly honest, it's not. It's actually a lot worse. But Alfresca is really short to run through, even with like the hordes of zombies. And there's a save point upon me opening the door to the right. Let me carry. Can't carry, Susan. Never mind. So as soon as I spawn in here, I'm going to run to the right, save, and then run back to, run through Alfresca.
Over there!
And I don't recommend going through Alfresca. It's like pretty bad to go through here. Only do it if you're confident or if you have everybody healed and they're packing and you happen to have the book. If you don't have the book, don't come through here. It's just a nightmare. All right.
Follow me!
Everyone follow me in a single file line.
Go!
Know where your buddy is at all times. Get off of me, you bastard. Alright, there is action.
Over there!
Oh my god, there's way too many of them. This is move. There we go, that move. The hammer throw? Or hammer fist spin? I don't remember what it was called. If you ever get swarmed like that and you have a strong melee weapon like this, you can definitely use it. While you're slashing and cutting everything up, it's got the maximum endurance of whatever your hooks are. But the moment Frank throws it after he's done with his spin, it goes back to its base health, and it takes a lot of damage at that point. Oh my god.
Go!
So only use it sparingly. The only weapon that I recommend you use it all the time on is the energy sword after surviving 5 days, because that one isn't endurance based, it's kill based. So like it takes down 500 zombies guaranteed, and then it breaks.
Go!
Actually, was it? Pretty sure it was 500 zombies. Yeah, I don't know what the NPCs are doing. Alrighty. No way in hell am I gonna swing on them right now. Like, they're way too close for me to risk it. Oh my god. Here, I'm gonna give Paul the submachine gun. Like, I want a healthy mix of ranged and melee just in case. Maybe not Paul. I want my chainsaw back, so I'm gonna give it to Leroy. Give me my chainsaw back. Oh my god. I'm gonna put the chainsaw over here. There.
Go!
I'm honestly speechless. Like, that's why I said nothing while I was looking at them there, because it was one of those Ripley's Believe It or Not moments, you know? You just stay flabbergasted like I did, or you can, you know, just try to make sense of what just happened. Oh my god. Damn. I mean, I'm honestly really glad that this nightmare's almost over. Like, oh, Jesus Christ. But for the record, it actually wasn't that bad. I thought it was going to be much, much worse. Alright, everybody start pushing forward. Okay, they're gonna run.
Go!
Well, we're almost out of here.
Over there!
Alright, that's the end of that. Let's go. Okay. Once these survivors are done, technically speaking, that's it. That's the end of Saint. Because I don't have to save Todd. I could, but I don't have to. I think I left somebody behind. Oh no.
Over there!
Yeah, you guys. Oh my god. I can't hit them because they're right next to me, so they're gonna get hit by the chainsaw if I hit them. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right, good work, everybody. Okay, there's Leroy. Oops. Alright, there you go, Mr. Jenkins. What the? Okay. Let's go, Susan. Oh, that was careful. No, I should have been careful there. I could have hit her.
Come on! Follow me! Follow me!
Alright.
Over there!
Yeah, that just happened.
Come on!
Alright, Susan. And there we go. That's it. That's Saint. Now, I probably should have mentioned this at the start of the video, but the PS4, Xbox One, and the PC version, they're notorious for having bad updating for trophies and achievements. So if I were to finish the game right now with 51 safe, that's more than enough to get Saint. There's a chance that I won't get it. And not because I messed up or the game isn't counting somebody, it's because like when you do it, the game just doesn't update. So you don't unlock it. So if that happens to you, where you do exactly what I did here, or you follow my other video where I had the Mega Buster and whatnot, and you don't get Saint after you do it, then unfortunately the only way to actually try to get it is to run the game again, and you have to do it again. But based on what I went through this run, it wasn't that bad. You know, like I didn't have the Mega Buster, and if I had it in certain segments with the combination of the 3-book chainsaw, blue chainsaw, it was very manageable. There were moments where, you know, things looked a little iffy, but you know, if you're level 50, you got the Mega Buster, or you know, max level, you should be able to do it. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of this guide here. If you have any questions, if I didn't explain something well, because like I said, this one was an unscripted one for me. So if anything was out of the ordinary, it just didn't make a lot of sense, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I haven't played this game in a few months, so I'm going off of memory. So if I missed something, that just makes it much easier. You know, just feel free to leave a comment. But yeah, it was good playing this game again. And again, shout outs to Bakpasuit for inspiring me to do this bullshit run. See you guys. Actually, one last comment before I forget. Make sure that if you follow this and you're going for ending B, make sure that you grab the well, not grab, but you're on the roof by 12 o'clock on the last day, because I can't say for certain that if you don't make it and you get rank, ending C, I think it is, it's ending D. I don't know if that still counts. So just make sure that you're on the roof by 12 so you can get guarantee you get Saint.